to get started here on this Tuesday night from Timberlake High School as we get you set here for a Tuesday night matinee between the Sully Chargers and the Timberlake Lady Panthers. Wyatt Barijka with you, Eliza back in the studio here, getting us set for some high school basketball. Doubleheader here for the girls and boys, and it starts a series of road games for the Sully Beach Chargers. Even though the girls will be returning home on Thursday, the boys will have 5 in a row. Girls will have 3 of their next 4 games on the road starting here tonight against the Lady Panthers from Timberlake. Big thanks again to our sponsors who make this possible, and also big thanks to 83 Ag Sales getting us ready for tip-off in this one. Sully Buttes coming into this one 1-9 on the season after falling to Miller 45-12 on Thursday. The Chargers right now facing a 4-game losing streak coming into this contest. The Chargers the Lady Panthers coming 2-7 on the season. However, they are on a 1-game winning streak as they did defeat Bison in their last contest 61-42. That's how these two teams enter in. We'll talk more about the history between these two teams and more about this matchup as well. As you are tuned in to Sully Beach Chargers basketball on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and coworkers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
About 11 minutes away from tip-off between the Timberlake Lady Panthers and your Sully Beach Chargers as we get set here for a doubleheader between the Sully Beach Chargers and the Lady Panthers from Timberlake. Wyatt Barijka with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for getting us set here for this contest on a Tuesday. Again, we will have 3 days of basketball this week. It will feature Sully Buttes here tonight. And then Thursday, it's a standalone game for the girls as they will host Stanley County. The boys will play them the following Tuesday. And then more is coming up here in our Saturday action for the boys as well. Taking a look at how these two teams entered today is I want to make sure we get both pregame interviews. We did a player spotlight with Jet Yakley going into this contest. And we would talk with head coach Susie Ruling. Let's take a look at the history between these two teams, as it will be the 13th matchup between the two schools, dating back to 2013. The Lady Panthers have won the last meeting, but the Chargers have that 11-2 advantage in those 12 or the 13 matchups. So actually, matchup number 14 since 2013. The Lady Panthers won 39-38 last season. Sully Butte's last win, 2024, where they won 58-34. The last 4 meetings have been split, though, at 2 games apiece. So the Chargers looking to snap a losing streak going into this one, but also snap a winning streak against the Lady Panthers here tonight. We got about 9 minutes away from tip-off. Again, I want to make sure we get both pregame interviews here in just a moment as I caught up with Jet Yakley before this one and head coach Susie Ruling. So we will take a quick 30-second timeout and get to those pregame interviews here in just a moment. You're tuned in to Sully Beach basketball here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. We're back in 30.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
'83 Ag Sales getting us set for tip-off here. We got a player spotlight featuring Jet Yakley, who had an impressive performance on Thursday night in the win against Miller. We did catch up with head coach Susie Ruling, but I want to make sure we get both full interviews played, so let's cock with Jet Yakley as we get set for this doubleheader. Here's Jet Yakley with my conversation with him. It's Jet Yakley here for the Sully Buttes boys basketball team, and I mean, Jet, you're kind of nearing the midway of the season. How are you feeling? How's the team feeling going into the second half?
I think we're at a good spot. We've been in some close games, and I thought we've played pretty good. We could have been better at times, but overall, I think we're in a good spot.
I was going to say, you talked about one of those close games. I mean, you guys have had a couple of close games in the last few go-arounds. I mean, Miller on Thursday, first off, the home crowd in that game. I mean, just talk about the home crowd and being able to play in this kind of atmosphere.
Oh, it's awesome. I mean, they're just amazing, and playing in a fun crowd, there's nothing better than that.
When you get a game like that, just kind of what does it say about you guys as a team, but also, I mean, just overall, the perseverance that you guys have gone through?
Yeah, I mean, you want to win it every game, obviously, but when it's a tight, fun game like that, it just makes it even better to win and get the crowd in it. And
I know you're just a sophomore, Jet, but I mean, you've kind of had a big role already in this season. I mean, just kind of talk about your progression from the beginning of the season to this point of the year. I mean, just kind of talk about what it's taken to get to where you're at right now.
Well, I think I've just gotten a lot more confident in my shot and getting more shots, and just if they don't go in, I can't lose confidence and get to the free throw line. And
I mean, just talk about that confidence. I mean, you're somebody. I mean, if you have somewhat of an open shot, I mean, you're taking it any time. I mean, just how do you build that confidence? I know you mentioned just shooting, but also, I mean, what else it takes to build that kind of confidence? Just to catch and shoot it.
You got to shoot a lot. I mean, I come in a lot and get some extra shots up, and I have a routine before every game, and you just got to stick to it, and you just got to believe. If you don't believe it's not going to go in, it's not going to go in.
You mentioned that routine. Maybe what's like one thing that's maybe unique about your routine, maybe compared to some others?
Every morning before a game, I'll come in and shoot, and I have a lot of help. My dad, my grandpa, uncle, little siblings. I have lots of people. I'll shoot on the gun every once in a while, and
I'd say family support's pretty big. I mean, seeing your whole family out there after games and stuff. I mean, just trying to talk about just them as a support, but also the town of Oneida as well.
Yeah, my family's done a lot and helped through, when I have a bad game, they're there, and when we have a good game, we'll sit down and watch some of the games and, what could we have done better here? And
talk about going to the rest of the season. What's kind of coach emphasized with you and with your team as well, kind of going into this final stretch?
Well, you can't overlook it. We got Timberlake tomorrow night, and got to go 1-0. Obviously, the goal is to go to state, but you got to win the next game in order to get that. So
it feels like that's kind of been the motto, is like do your job, the old Bill Belichick style of things. I mean, everybody just feels like kind of has their own role, whether it might not be the points and stuff like that. I mean, how important has it been to just have folks do their job to get to be this successful early on in the season?
It's really important. There could be a night where you have to guard one of the better guys and might not get as many looks, and you got to buy in, put everything all in.
Thanks to Jet Yakley for taking some time here as we are getting set for this doubleheader. It features the Sully Buttes Chargers taking on the Timberlake Panthers. We'll step aside 30 seconds and we will get you set here for the contest between Sully Buttes and Timberlake. We'll take a 30-second timeout and get to that pregame conversation with head coach Susie Ruling. That's next here on Country 95.3.
Give them a call, AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Here on the pregame show, 83 Sales pregame show, head coach of the Sully Butte girls basketball team. And coach, just real quickly recapping Thursday. I mean, kind of how do you approach it from a coaching perspective? Kind of re-emphasizing maybe some things after that Thursday game against Millard.
Just effort and confidence. Seen it kind of deplete in the game as we got started. You know, they were struggling to get the ball in the basket and couldn't make anything. And defensively, I thought we did pretty well to start the game off with, and then kind of everything fell apart, and we lost our confidence and effort in that game, and we did the best we could against, they're a great team, so we did the best that we could when we came out.
I know that's kind of been the motto, this year with the confidence and, finding that consistency. What did you kind of go over with your team on Monday to kind of prepare for today's game?
We just went through what Timberlake was going to run, and we went back through all of our plays so everybody knew what they were going to do tonight in this game, and just tried to get them pumped up and ready to go for tonight.
I know it's a start of a lot of road games. I know you have one home game this week, but a series of road games coming up here. And first taking on Timberlake. I know the long drive to get here. How's kind of everybody feeling getting off the bus? How's the overall health with the team going into today?
Everybody's healthy, and they came off the bus ready to go. They seem to be excited, and hopefully it continues on the floor.
I know taking on Timberlake, Coach, every opportunity to get another win on the season. Just talk about this Timberlake Panthers team and kind of your approach going into this one.
They're going to look to run and gun. They like to shoot from the outside. We're going to have to box out tonight and do what we do best and run our offense. We're going to have to run our offense and play some defense and make our free throws and just work as hard as we can.
I know you mentioned, running the offensive plays. I know that's something, in some ways, the run and gun kind of gets you guys quite a bit. How do you just kind of, try to slow the game down for you guys? Because you guys do like to go more slower and just kind of let things develop.
Yeah, we like to go to the slower approach just so we have the, ability to run our offense, and that way teams can't run and gun against us so much. If we slow down, then we try to slow the tempo of the game down and hopefully slow the opponent down so we're not running up and down the floor so much.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck today.
Thanks.
Thanks to head coach Susie Ruling as we are working our technical difficulties. We apologize for folks who are on our live stream. If you are able to, we would appreciate any comment to help us kind of make sure everything is looking good on our end. We will have a national anthem coming up here in just a moment, so we will send it to the PA announcer to get us ready for the national anthem. So again, it is your Sully Butte Chargers taking on Timberlake on the road here tonight. So we'll get the national anthem. We will send it to the PA announcer right now.
Of high school students, good sportsmanship is essential for the success of these programs. We hope that you enjoy the game and support the students in a positive and sportsmanlike manner. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the singing of the national anthem? Proper respect is to face the flag, remove your hat, stand at attention with your right hand over your heart. Veterans and active duty military not in uniform may also salute the flag. Tonight's anthem is performed by Timberlake Jr. Anna Kraft.
Oh, say can you sing by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in
national anthem being done. We are getting set here because we should have gone through our technical difficulties, and we will do the starting lineups again. If you are watching the live stream and want to give us a heads up on our audio, we would greatly appreciate that here tonight. Let's get a starting lineups, and we'll start with the Timberlake Lady Panthers for this one. As we get you set, it looks like this. It will be number 3, a 5'6" junior, and JC Lemberg. She'll be followed by, Ruby Maurer, a 5'6" junior. She'll be followed by number 10, a 5'8" junior, in Jaylee Schorman. It's number 11, a 5'7" junior, and Tally Locken. Number 24, a 5'5" freshman, and Madeline Hermas. And number 31, it's a 5'7" junior, and Kate Bigler. For the head coach for the Lady Panthers from Timberlake, it is head coach Tuffy Thompson. For your Chargers, it looks like this. It will start number 14, a 5'4" senior in Brooklyn Burney. She'll be followed by number 22, a 5'7" senior, Jaden Yeager. It's number 23, a 5'5" senior in Nevaeh Westfall. Number 31, a 6' senior in Scotland Kinney. And to round up the starting lineup, it's number 32, a 5'4" senior in Miley Weishuttle. Susan Ruling and Connor Decker. Coaches for tonight's contest. Susan Ruling, the head coach for the Chargers. Scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications. Here tonight, big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for getting us set for tip-off. So, going to be interesting. The Chargers will try to slow things down. Coach Ruling is prepared for the run-and-gun offense that the Lady Panthers could be showing here. Chargers have definitely had their struggles against the run-and-gun, the fast-paced teams here this season, but they'll try to do that. Both teams looking for some wins. Again, the Panthers looking to go two in a row. Chargers looking to win their first one since going against Aberdeen Christian. It will be Scotland Kinney in the center circle, matching up there with Tally Locken. Chargers in their road purples, gold numbers and lettering trimmed in white. Chargers on their jerseys. Panthers in their home whites with the maroon numbers and lettering and the trimmed in black. Tip-off is controlled by the Chargers, and we are underway here as they will go now from left to right to start this one off. As Yeager has it at the top, we'll look for the inside give, and immediately we'll have a quick foul as the clock goes 10 seconds in, and we pick up our first foul of the contest. They'll get Kate Bigler for the foul. Westfall trying to trigger it and does. Goes to Weishuttle. As Weishuttle will bounce it out to Kinney. Kinney at the top to Westfall. Swing it to Burney now at the top. Chargers just working around the iron right now. Now it's Weishuttle at the elbow, giving off to Kinney. Kinney on the drive in the paint, looks to kick it out to Westfall. One dribble, looks for Burney. Does so. Now back to Kinney in the wing. Now up top to Yeager. Panthers running a zone defense to start things off, and we will have a tie-up. And the tie-up will favor the Lady Panthers, and the Chargers' first possession will be an empty possession here. We approach 7:20 left to go as 40 seconds gone by. First possession for Timberlake here this evening. As again, it's the first of 2 games. Boys will play next underneath as Kinney gets the deflection, and Yeager comes up with the basketball. And the Chargers force the Panthers to go empty. Yeager on the other end will lose it. And they're going to say the Chargers will turn it over as it looked like kind of just fell loose there for Jaden Yeager. Goes out of bounds, goes back to the Lady Panthers. We are in the 5 o'clock hour. KLXS Pier, the Riverfront Broadcasting Station. And it's the Lady Panthers turning it over. So turnovers coming in pairs here in the early going. 6:54 left to play. Westfall does get it over the midcourt stripe there. Burney will swing it over to Westfall. Going into the paint. One pass out to Weishuttle. Weishuttle shot no good, but a second chance after the rebound, but nothing will come out of it. On the other end, the Lady Panthers leave that shot short. Westfall will come up with the basketball for the Chargers, and then another turnover. So a lot of Blues basketball on the floor to start this one off, and then hitting a triple on the other end. It's Madeline Hermes who gets the first points of the game, and it's 3-0 in favor of Timberlake. Shadow gives it off to Westfall. Yeager to Kenny. That's going to be a tie-up, and that possession arrow will favor the Chargers with 6:02 left to play here in the first quarter. 3-0 courtesy once again of a Madeline Hermes 3. Chargers trying to get on the board. Weishao getting the inbound. Another tie-up. 6 minutes to go here, quarter number 1 here. Again, both teams a lot of wins on the season, but looking to try to change that here tonight. Chargers with a game on Thursday, and then a whistle and a foul, and some free throws coming up here for the Lady Panthers and Jaylee Shorman. Colin Kitty picks up foul number 1 here for Sally Buttes. First team foul of the contest for Sally Buttes. Free throw is up and good for Jaylee Slowerman. Get the names correctly here. Get one more free throw to make it potentially 5-0. It does as it goes off the iron and in. 5-0 start. Chargers looking for their first bucket. One shot over the midcourt stripe. Going from left to right. Kenny now has it on the left side, looking to give it to somebody. She'll give it off to Weishottle. Weishottle on the dribble, loses it, and will turn it over. And just like that, Chargers turnovers are starting to come quick here, but a missed layup on the other end is picked up by Weishottle, but a tie-up once again. We're getting all the tie-ups, but and now Chargers just looking to get a shot up right now. I only have for one shot. The Lady Panthers have had 3 attempts already early in this one. Allie Bueller checking in for the first time for Sally Buttes. You'll see Bernie give it off there to Yeager. Kenny kick out Bueller. Triple from the white corner. It goes off the iron. And it's one and done for Sally Buttes. Is bringing it down was Schloerman. The Panthers on a drive from Hermes. They're going to say it's a offensive foul. And now we'll give the basketball back to Sally Buttes. They'll get Hermes for the foul. And that'll be her first in team seconds of the contest. The Lady Panthers bringing that full court pressure once again. Sally Buttes are able to beat it. Bueller to Kinney, kick back out to Bueller, swing it quickly to Westfall. Bueller open on the corner, but Westfall looking to take it all the way herself. Couldn't do so to get it in. And another quick trip for Sally Buttes. Up down there by Slowerman, and another whistle, and they're going to say a carry call. Is the call with 4:35 left to go. Well, that'll be a turnover number 4 for Timberlake here. A unique gym to say the least. Normally with Sally Buttes, they got that little stage for everybody to hang out on, but they have a whole student section on one end of the court, which the Chargers face right now. Let's fall to Kenny on the post. Couldn't get that one to go either, and Chargers just can't get shots to drop here in the early going. Maher brings down the rebound on the other end here. Storman getting it off there to lock in back up top to Storman. Fires a triple from the right wing. Couldn't get that one to go. And not sure what that buzzer was, but they will resume action. Triple from Sally Buttes, and Bernie couldn't get that one to go either. So a couple of three-point opportunities, nothing to account for either team. Another three, no good, and a whistle. We'll get the basketball to Sally Buttes on a reach. And we'll see everybody check out for the Panthers. And that's what makes the broadcasters' job that much more difficult, because Panthers have more than what my stat sheet can account for. And we'll try to get all those names. And I'm going to say a traveling call. So that is a quick possession. So all in for Timberlake here as we try to catch up with all the substitutions. It's going to be Red Bear in. Swinging it now to Bolt, who is in for the first time. Right side, and another whistle. So looks like they're going to give the foul there to Sully Buttes, and that'll be their second personal or second team foul. And Skylar Kinney has just picked up her second personal. So clock stops with 3:17. Ellie Nelson will check in for the first time tonight. And the inbound play almost poked away there from Nelson. It is picked up, though, by Timberlake. And a couple of players on my roster I don't have, but actually quite a few, is Kylie Lawrence, the 8th grader, is in. Shot no good there from Timberlake, brought down there by Yeager. Chargers still down 5-0 here on your Venture Communications scoreboard. Bernie to Nelson. Nelson on the drive, tries to put up the shot, no good. Avery Smith is also in. Nelson again on a couple of chances. They couldn't get that one to go either. Brought down by Bolt. We'll get a double dribble on the other end. And Timberlake turning it over for the 5th time here tonight. Both teams with 5 turnovers apiece. And the full court pressure is being brought here. Looks like a lot of 8th graders are in this one as they get the turnover there from Sully Buttes. 3-pointers no good. Second chance no good. It's brought down by Ellie Nelson. Ellie Nelson to Bueller. Bueller gives it to Bernie quickly inside for Smith. And now we got another turnover. And Chargers just really can't settle in offensively. And when that happens, it's the turnovers that occur first. And we will try again, get all those, and we'll get a timeout here in the first quarter. It will be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll take one as well. 2:13 left to go. Panthers 5, Chargers 0. We're back in 30 seconds.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Back here on Country 95.3 KLXSPR, Riverfront Broadcasting Station. Wyatt Barichka with you here. We got about 2:13 left to go here in quarter number 1 here. And I just found out the Panthers really play pretty much everybody here on this roster. A triple there. He's going to be off the mark there from Munskov. It's brought down by Ellie Nelson on the 3 as the Panthers have had 8 attempts at the line. 8 attempts for the field, and only 1 has gone in. So Chargers will take advantage of that, and then you'll get a foul by Brooklyn Burney for her to go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. Ellie Nelson getting the rebound. Brooklyn Burney going to try to get the first points of the night for Sully Buttes as they trail 5-0 on the Ringneck Energy scoreboard in the first quarter. Bernie free throw is up, and it will hit off the back iron and no good for on this first trip to the line for Chargers tonight. Big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Want to remind you to be responsible, drive safe to and from the games here every time. Message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw is off the mark quickly on the other end. After a courtesy rebound there from Jesse Bolt is behind the back give off. Bolt fires a 3. That one's going to be off to the right. It's going to be Avery Smith who picks up the rebound. Either team can get shots to go, but it's the Lady Panthers who are able to get the shots to go. Chargers have just struggled with the turnovers as we have under 90 seconds left to play. Yeager's layup couldn't go in either. And another tough go for the Chargers offensively. Corner triple there from Red Bear. No good. Rebounded and put back up. That one's going to be no good either. As the rebound was courtesy of Kylie Lawrence. And a second chance here for the Lady Panthers. And we will have another stoppage play. And I'm going to say it's on the shot, or I'm going to say, no, they're going to say it's on the floor. Allie Bueller picks up the foul. It'll be foul number 3 for Sully Buttes as a team. First personal for Bueller. Inbound will go to Linskopf, and we'll get a whistle, and I'm going to say, I'm going to count the shot is the question. And now we got a question here, so I'm not sure what's going on here. If that's the case, we should have bonus. Are they going to waive? They don't count the shot. So they're going to say that occurred before the shot, so it's going to stay 5-0. And the Chargers are going to be in the bonus. For the rest of the quarter, is Ellie Nelson will put the first point up on the night. So that was my confusion because the shot went in, but the official said that that shot or the foul occurred before the shot. So not extending that lead to 8-0, but that favors the Chargers because they can get points on the board. It's Nelson trying to go 2 for 2, and she does. And we'll get a substitution. Miley Weisscheidel and J.C. Yeager checking in for the first time. Bueller and Tavery Smith will get a rest. So Chargers down by 3 with a minute left to go here in the first quarter. Lady Panthers next possession, underhand scoop layup. He's off the mark, and another whistle as they were seeing the Chargers go for the rebound as J.C. Yeager was close to it, and the Chargers are going to go right back down and shoot some more free throws. So just like that, Chargers weren't able to get any points to go in. And now they can be down as much as 1 or as low as 1 from these free throws from J.C. Yeager. Yeager will miss the first one, though, and we'll get one more. Or, excuse me, it's not J.C. Yeager. It's Jaden Yeager. So one more from Jaden Yeager. This to cut it down to a bucket game. Yeager goes 1 for 2. 5-3 with 50 seconds left to go. The Panthers up by 2. Chargers can get it for one more chance here if they can hold the Panthers to one shot. There's a spin and a whistle, and it looks like these are going to be a reach for the Chargers, which is all right because it's one foul they were able to give. And Jaden Yeager going to be credited for the foul. 40.4. Inbound will go to Lindbergh. Now up top there for Schloneman. Underhand scoop from Hermes and another whistle. So the Chargers once again are going to go to the line for the third time in the span of a minute and get more free throws. So it's Jaden Yeager who can tie it up here. Lindbergh picks up foul number 1. Team foul number, I believe that is going to be number 6 or 7, excuse me, as Jaden Yeager makes the first free throw. And just like that, it's a free throw away from tying this game with 33 on the clock. Yeager swirls the second one in, and we are tied at 5 apiece here on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Final 30 seconds left to go here in quarter number 1. The Lady Panthers can't hold it for the final shot. They elect to, and Nelson slips, couldn't get the defense there, and goes out of bounds. What a move there by Hermes, as she will miss the 3, though. Last touch there by the Chargers, and Timberlake can reset here with 20 seconds. Inbound, wide open for 2. That shot no good either. And another fight, and that rebound is going to be Charger basketball as it steps out of bounds. So defensively, you're okay if you're Sully Buttes. I mean, you're getting the shots to go up. I'll tell you how many shots here in just a moment. 8 seconds on the clock. Yeager will fire 2. It leaves that short. And it's going to be rebound by Hermes. Final 2 seconds here. 1 second long shot will end the first quarter. And we have played a 1 here from Timberlake. We are tied up at 5 apiece on your Venture Communication and Ringneck scoreboard. Ringneck Energy scoreboard. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Well, the Chargers tied this game by free throws. They have not made a shot from the field. As we get set here for the second quarter, it is Panther basketball, and it will be a turnover for the Lady Panthers. And the Chargers are going to get the basketball after another whistle and a turnover here. So Chargers, again, made 5 free throws to tie things up as we're tied at 5 apiece here to start the second quarter. Panthers scored the first 5. Chargers scored the last 5. Kitty inside feed from Westfall is good. Skylar Kinney with her first bucket. She is going to be a player to watch here as she does have 2 fouls already in this one. It's the first lead for the Chargers here in this one, and the Panthers will turn it over. So you're taking what you got for the Chargers. I mentioned the shooting from the Panthers. They made 1 shot out of 16 attempts in the first quarter. So something, the Chargers have let the shots go, but they have not gone in. And let's say Jane Yeager traveled. 7:13 left to go here in quarter number 1. And just like that, the Lady Panthers go with another substitution change. I'll try my best, especially when you make like mass substitutions like that for the broadcaster. It makes their job like 10 times more difficult, and you're trying to get everything else, and we're just getting the turnover frenzy here on Tuesday nights. I don't think I've ever seen this many turnovers back and forth early on. It's tied at 8 turnovers apiece. The Chargers quickly noticed something there was Westfall, but the Chargers will turn it over. Like the idea, just couldn't get the bucket to go. And quickly on the other end, it's Storman who has Weisscheidel in the tie-up, and it's going to be Charger basketball. And this is a rowdy Charger bench here to start the Tuesday nights. 6:48 left to go is another quick whistle as we are just going through the technical nightmare. Will be Charger basketball still after that being knocked out of bounds. Birdie has it as the Panthers again bringing that pressure. Yeager will get it over the timeline. Quickly is Westfall, who was looking to get off there to Weisscheidel. The kick violation will keep the basketball for the Chargers. And now we'll see if Sully Buttes can slow things down, get their offense going. They set up the box as Yeager is going to get the inbound play in the paint, puts up the shot, and she'll have some contact and go to the line to shoot a pair. 6:37 left to go. Foul going to go against the Lady Panthers, and that will be credited to Jaylee Schloman. And Schloman will pick up her first personal. It'll be the team's first of the quarter. Yeager's made the last 3 for Sully Buttes. First one going to be off the mark here. Still 7-5 Charger lead. As we'll get more changes to the lineup. Jesse Bolt checks back in for Timberlake. Yeager for one more. Couldn't get the second one to go. It's rebounded by Bolt though. And it will stay a 7-5 lead for Sully Buttes on that Ring Neck Energy scoreboard. Sully made for 2, gets it in, we're tied up for the second time. 7 apiece. Once again, full court pressure, and it's going to be another foul here, and feels like we're going to have a long game of fouls, and I'm not saying that the officials are having the wrong calls. It's just the whistles. That's what happens when you get many whistles like that here is Jaeger will throw it off the leg to just save the possession with 6:14 left to go. Reset from the sideline, Jaeger. Will trigger it into Weisheitel. Weisheitel will give it back to Jaeger with 6:10 to play. 25 on the shot clock, 6:08 in the game clock. Bernie gives it to Jaeger on the cut. Bullies her way in, gets the bucket to go, and she'll have a chance for a three-point play. So that will put Jaden Jaeger once again back to the line. And the foul will go against, and there's a player now on my roster, as in Linskov. She'll pick up foul number 1, or excuse me, that'll be her second of the contest. Jaeger to convert the three-point play. Can't do so, but it will stay 9-7 in favor of the Chargers here. Bolt baseline, tries to go reverse, but bounce pass it off there to Duchesneau. Couldn't get that shot to go. She gets a second chance, and it's going to be another tie-up. The tie-up will favor Timberlake here. Inbound play is being triggered in by Lawrence. Does get it off to Bolt as she puts up the shot for 2. Couldn't get that one to go. Jaeger tries to poke it away. It's stolen back for Timberlake, and then Westfall will come up with the basketball. So Chargers will get it back after the fight for the basketball, as Jaeger will once again be called for the travel, and I think both coaches are expressing the frustration of the turnover nights. And I'm not saying that. Yeah, that's why I'm up here talking behind a camera and a microphone and not on the floor officiating, because I won't see everything that they see. 5:31 to play here from Timberlake High School. 2-hour road trip from Oneida, 2.5 from Pierre. As the floater is going to be up and no good. Fight for the basketball will be on the floor, and 2 players go to the deck, and it will be a jump ball tie-up, and that will go to Timberlake. Coach Thompson expressing what he wants from his team here. Inbound play is going to be a fire triple from Hermes. Couldn't get the shot to go, and Birdie will come down with the rebound. He pushes the pace. Now slows things down off to Jaeger with 5:04 to play. Jaeger swinging it to Bernie. Bernie on the right wing. Looks for Jaeger. Doesn't. Pass off there to Kinney. 19 on the shot clock. Kinney looking to just hand it off to Jaeger. Jaeger swing over to Bernie. Bernie's going to fire a 3 from the left wing and got it to go. Brooklyn Bernie gives the Chargers a 5-point lead. It is now 12-7. Next possession for Timberlake, going to be a whistle and more fouls. Allie Bueller will pick up foul number 2 on the afternoon. 4:37 left to play here is, well, now they'll fix it. I think they're going to give it off down to Miley Weisheitel. So when they get that foul for Allie Bueller, then they'll give it off to Weisheitel. The Lady Panthers commonly been at the baseline tonight, and we'll get another whistle and another trip to the line as another whistle comes in from the officiating crew. Brooklyn Birdie picks up foul number 1 on the evening. Going to the line, it is going to be, and get that name there correctly, I believe that is Lawrence who's at the line, so she will get her first points of the night. And we'll get one more free throw here from Lawrence. Makes it 12-8. Sally Buttes lead on the Venture Communication and Ringneck Energy scoreboard. It's a perfect trip. It's now 12-9. 4:34 left to play. Kinney gives it off to Nelson. Almost poked away there from the Lady Panthers. Nelson was trying to throw it off the leg there of a Lady Panther, and it will turn it over. Jaeger with the rejection block. And it's going to be now another whistle, and they're going to say Jaeger tapped that when she was out of bounds. Good defense there by defense there by Jaden Yeager there. Still 4:24 left to play, or 4:23. There's a drive in there from Bolt. Right side now in the paint. Fires a high shot. It's going to be no good as Ellie Nelson will pick up the rebound and get another foul. We're going to get Aislinn Dugenel for the foul. That'll be her first of the night. 12-9, 4:17 left to go. As Ellie Nelson will get the inbound play. Was looking for Kinney, and the Chargers will turn it over as Panthers will get it back. There's a swing now to Lawrence. Up top now for Bolts. And wide open underneath is Dugenel. As Dugenel will slide on the court, and that's going to be a turnover. A traveling call is what it's being called. Chargers, once again, they face that full court pressure quite a bit here in the early going, and another whistle. As Coach Ruling is talking with one of her players here, but if we can get past 10 seconds of game time, we'll find out here. You just don't have a flow really going here in this game. Jaden Yeager's going to go to the line courtesy of the foul there from Lawrence. And Yeager will go to the line and shoot two, and she'll make the first. You'll take the free throws if they're going to go in for you, as the Chargers have made 6 free throws from the line. They've made only 3 shots from the field, and they've all occurred in this second quarter. Yeager for one more. Second free throw, up and good. Back to a 5-point lead with 3:57 left to go. Chargers playing their way, trying to slow things down, but again, it's the flow right now that we're kind of waiting to see here. Is that shot there going to be no good from Hermes? It's a one and done. Smith trying to pick up the basketball. That's another tie up on the floor. The Chargers will get it after the tie up, so the arrow will go back to Timberlake. Final 3:40 here in the first quarter. You're getting the inbound. Yeager to Smith. Smith one dribble and falling to the floor as she tried to do her best to keep the foot on the floor and kind of just juggled that one, falling down. Not much you can do there when you're starting to go down and trying to save it. Nobody was really open to give the pass off to, but Timberlake will get it back. Maher has it. Wilkin will hand it off there now to Red Bear. It's taken away there by Yeager. That's turnover number 10 for the Panthers. Yeager looks to give it off to Beeler. Does. Beeler picks it up there. Bounce pass inside to Kinney. Kinney off the glass. It's good. Skyland Kinney hasn't got many of those opportunities, but when she has, she's taken advantage of it. This season for Sully Buttes, it's 16-9. Biggest lead of the game so far at 7. And it's going to be out of bounds, and it's Sully Buttes basketball. 2:59 left to go. Get some changes here. J.C. Yeager going to check in for Tavery Smith. We'll see Brooklyn Burney check in for Jaden Yeager. As Jaden Yeager will get a rest. I believe that's the first time she's gotten any rest here in this game. Under 3 to play. It's 16-9. Getting over the midcourt stripe is getting the pass there from Beeler. Burney will hand it off there to Nelson. Nelson looks for the pass for Kinney. It's going to be deflected and another turnover for Sully Buttes. Going back to the Lady Panthers. Wide open underneath is Hermes for 2. Hermes for 2 gives the lead back down to 5. It's taken away once again from Timberlake. Underneath, it's another score. And a whistle and a timeout from Coach Susie Ruling as the lead is now trickled down to 3 with 2:24 left to go. The bucket is courtesy of Jaylee Slorman, and she's got 4 in the corner. We'll take a quick 30. 16-13 is your score in the second quarter.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Second quarter action here. 2:24 left to go here in the second quarter. Chargers are in double bonus. I guess they are in bonus the whole time, but either way, the fouls will allow the Chargers to go to the line if they want to. Timeout was taken by the Chargers. Coach Ruling sees a skip pass there from Bernie to Beeler and Kinney. To Bernie, catch and shoot three, right wing, triple is good. And Bernie's got 2 threes here in this first half. 2 minutes to go here in the first half as well. Dorman on the drive, underhand scoop is going to be off the mark. It's Scotland Kinney rebound. And the Chargers right now definitely trying to win that rebounding category, and we'll get a foul on the other end. They're going to get the foul off there to Ruby Bauer. She'll pick up foul number 1 here in the first half. Nevaeh Westfall going to check in. You'll see in here, Ellie Nelson's at the line, courtesy of the bonus. First free throw from Ellie Nelson is good. Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you that they want you to make sure that you are being responsible at every game. Make sure you arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second shot from the line, no good there from Ellie Nelson, so it's a one and done. It's a 7-point lead for Sully Mutes. Going to be deflected there by Yeager. Yeager's done a good job underneath in this one, as that shot block was there from Hermes from Yeager. Out of bounds, Charger basketball with 1:36 left to play. Inbound will go to Westfall. 20-13 is the score. Nelson gives it off there to Westfall. Westfall at the top, swing it back to Nelson at the top. And it looks like Timberlake showing man-to-man. Weishidle to Westfall. Going inside for Kinney. Kinney, one dribble kick out. Nelson has a wide open three. Is that one good? No, hits off the back iron. Rebounded though by Westfall. Westfall gives the Chargers a second chance. Westfall has Nelson, and that's going to stop, and Nelson might try to walk that one off. Not sure what exactly happened. It looked like maybe just banged the knee up as Berklin Burney going to check out for Ellie Nelson. Hopefully she is all right as she's walking off under her own power. And Timberlake will get the basketball after that timeout. 1:08 left to go. As Timberlake has it back. Walking, goes inside now for Schlorman. She'll put up the shot for 2, no good. Fight for the basketball will be picked up there by Bigger. Up top now for Storman. Storman's matched up by Yeager. Chargers running his own defense. Bounce pass it underneath is good by it's now a 5-point game quickly on the other end. Westfall. Go for Bernie. Swing it over to Yeager. Yeager fakes the pass one way. Now we'll go inside for Katie, but goes too far on the pass. It'll be another turnover. Final 23 seconds left to go. It could be the final shot, but saying otherwise, it's going to be Hermes. Couldn't get that 3 to go, but it's Jaden Yeager who picks up the rebound. Final 12 seconds. Yeager fires it for 3. You bet! Jaden Yeager for a triple, and the Chargers take an 8-point lead with 2 seconds left to go. Timberlake going to fire one more shot. That's left short. And we will go to the end of the first half. The Chargers, a uneven flow of the game to start this one. Score 18 points in the second quarter after tying it at 5 apiece after one. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, get you some numbers here in the first half. It is the Chargers 23. It is Timberlake 15. We're back in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
To growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales and treating, Stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pier, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pier, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett's Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Halftime here at Timberlake High School as we can maybe finally settle down for what was a little more chaotic first half as the Chargers take a 23-15 lead. It is your halftime show brought to you by Lincoln Out Construction in Hawaii. Great big thanks for them for helping us recap the first half. So the Chargers did not make a shot in the first quarter. However, they tied things up, making it 5 apiece as they scored the last 5 points of the first quarter, all from the free throw line. Jane Yeager would convert on three free throws. Ellie Nelson made the first 2 of the contest for Sully Buttes. They are 8 of 15 from the line currently, but it was 5-5 after 1. The Chargers, though, an 18-point second quarter, holding the Lady Panthers to just 8 points, gives them a 23-13 lead after one half of play. Currently, I have 2 lead changes and 2 ties in the contest, and actually it's a 1 lead change because the stat sheet does not have enough room for everybody who plays for Timberlake on my stat sheet. So we're doing it by hand, but also courtesy of my old college professor who is providing a stat sheet, who really did a good job with this stat sheet. Anyways, let's take a look at some of the the team numbers here. 6 of 16 with the Chargers shooting in the first quarter at 38%. They would go 3 of 6 from the three-point land, so not a bad job in the first half. They're only taking 6 shots from three-point land. They are 8 of 15 from the line at 53%. Those free throws came in big, especially the tie in that first quarter. For the Lady Panthers, they are 5 of 32, so they've taken 16 shots in each quarter so far. They've only converted on the 5 here in the first half. 1 of 12 from three-point land and 2 of 2 from the charity stripe. I have the Chargers at 15 rebounds to Timberlake's 13 in the contest. The Chargers have turned it over more with 16 turnovers to the 11 for Timberlake in this one. Those are your team numbers. We'll take a look at your individual statistics next after this 2-minute timeout here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Venture Communications provides blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit WhitnerSeedFarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitner Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Chargers with a 23-15 lead here on your Lake Canal Construction and halftime and Hawaii Grain halftime show. Scoreboard brought to you by Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications. Take a look at your individual statistics as the Chargers lead 23-15. Right now for the Lady Panthers, scoring is led by Jalea Schlarman, who has 6 points in the contest. Ella Handerlin has 5. Madeline Hermes with 3, and Bigler has a bucket here in the contest so far. That's the only scoring for the Lady Panthers here after one half of play. For the Chargers, it's led by Jaden Yeager, has 10 points in the contest. You have Brooklyn Burney with 3, Ellie Nelson with 3. Scotland Kitty has 4 in the contest so far. Rebounding, Nevaeh Westfall with 3, Allie Bueller, Brooklyn Burney each with 1. Also Scotland Kitty, Miley Weishattle, and Tavery Smith have a rebound. Ellie Nelson has 2 in the contest. For the Lady Panthers, 5 rebounds for Josie Bolts. You have 2 for Jalea Schlarman, 1 for Tally Locken, 1 for Paisley Keller, Ellie Handelin with 1, and Madeline Hermes and Kitty Bigler with 1 each in the contest so far. Those are your rebound numbers as your second half action is coming up next. And big thanks to Lincoln Town Construction, Hawaii Grain, while recapping the first half. Second half action coming up in 2 minutes here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers. Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake Canal Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake Canal Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
Second half action about to get underway here as the Sully Buttes Chargers lead 23-15 on your Lincoln Alkin, or excuse me, on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard as well. Big thanks to the Booster Club for all the, really for everything that they have done to help out with just the games in. I mean, they just provided a sub sandwich. So the Sully Buttes Booster Club, big thanks to them for everything they have done with their help this season, camera work, I mean, everything. So big appreciation to the Booster Club. We got the second half underway here as we're just waiting for the final moments of this halftime intermission to take break. Chargers going to go from right to left. It will be the Lady Panthers going from left to right. It should be, if I'm not mistaken, Panther basketball to start the second half. Chargers in the road purples and the Panthers in their home whites. It looks like both teams will send out the starters here in this start the second half. Wyatt Birchko with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for keeping us here on the air. Again, yes, it will be both starters for both teams starting the second half. We're underway here as the Lady Panthers have it here to start the second half. It's Schlerman who will look for the drive in, left side, spin in the paint. Looks the nice move in the paint, but couldn't get the shot to go. Scotland Kitty will pick up the rebound, a quick one and done to start the second half here. Stars did win the rebounding category at 15, or now it's 16-13. Elbow handoff there to Westfall on the attack. Handoff there to Kinney. Nice move for two. When they can slow down, their offense have been able to kind of really develop. Nice job there by Westfall to give it up there to Kinney, who had a better, I guess, lane to say for that shot to go. Next possession, give inside there for Bigler, and looks like we are behind on our clock here, so we'll catch up there. Clock did stop with a foul. And Skyline Kinney now we're going to be in foul trouble with her third of the game. 7:10 left to go here. Bigler gives it off there. It's a triple there from Hermes. Couldn't get the three to go. As Skyline Kinney once again is going to be credited for the rebound. Shadow will pass it off there to Westfall. Westfall on the left wing. Looking to give it, gives it off to Kinney. Kinney has that swat away as Westfall is there to pick it up and give the Chargers back the basketball. 15 on the shot clock. Yeager going to look to give it inside for Kinney, and we'll have a reach over the back. So that will be a foul on the Lady Panthers. It's going to be a foul given out there, and we'll find out who it is here in just a moment. It will be Sully Buttes basketball. Inbound is going to go to Kinney. Couldn't get the shot. Westfall tries to put it back up for a second chance. And it's going to be two opportunities and done. And then the clock will stop again. It's going to be Sully Buttes basketball. I'm going to say they stepped out of bounds was Timberlake, and they didn't say who the foul was given to. So he will correct that in just a moment. Yeager to Bernie. Long, too. Going to be left short. Westfall going to try to save it and step just out of bounds as she was touching it. And it's going to be going to Timberlake with 6:29 on the clock. Another mass substitution here for Timberlake. As once again, it makes the broadcaster's job that much harder if you don't see it as often as maybe some of the other broadcasters in the area. There's a give inside now. It's going to be Dugeneau who will step out of bounds. And it looks like that out of bounds line has been really tough for one of these teams tonight, or if it's just barely, the officials have been very consistent, to say the least. Chargers turn it over on the full court press, and then it's getting right back to Sully Buttes as Westfall is able to pick it up there after a slip of the basketball. Bernie has Yeager if she wants to, as Bernie will lose it. Yeager was open on the baseline, and Bernie will Last touch there by Timberlake. So that saves the possession for the Chargers with 6 minutes left to go. Westfall to trigger it in. Looking. Now we'll give it off there to Yeager. As Yeager will make her way to the right side. Right side outside with 5:55 left to go. Look inside, give for Kinney, and it's going to be a reach. I will say the officials have been very consistent about their calls tonight. But it was a tough stretch of the first half where there was really no flow. It was just resume play and then a foul call as Kinney couldn't get the shot to go. It is quickly brought down there by Lawrence. And they're going to get behind Weishottle for the reach. Weishottle will pick up foul number 2. Avery Smith will check in just a moment as the inbound does go back to Lawrence. Has that taken away from Weishottle as Weishottle goes a little too fast, loses the basketball for a moment. What was a wide open layup is going to be stopped there by a tie-up. Really missed opportunity there for Sully Buttes, but nice job there by Miley Weishottle getting the pass lane. It was just kind of a fast boom play. And Timberlake will get it back. That was just turnover number 18 for Sully Buttes. Try to slow things down here as Bolt will go for the layup. Couldn't get it, and it's going to be a whistle and a second trip to the line for Sully Buttes tonight, or for Timberlake tonight. It's going to be at the line. It's going to be Asden Linskov who makes her first trip to the line. As the first free throw is going to be no good. So we stay 25-15 here. Chargers have the only buckets. Or excuse me, it's been a couple of buckets. I'm missing a bucket from Timberlake. I'll get that correct here in just a moment. Get one more free throw here. Once again, Timberlake makes another big line change to their substitution. Second free throw is going to be good. And now it makes it 25-16 now on that Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. It's going to be toked away there from Nelson, and wide open underneath is going to be Shorman, who gets the bucket to go after the turnover. And now Chargers turn it over here a little bit more often in this second half to start. Yeager underneath for 2, got it to go. And as soon as I say that, the Chargers effectively break that press there for the buckets, and that'll be a turnover for Timberlake. And they just went a little too fast there for Tally Lockton. She went a little too early, and that gives the basketball back, and then a foul. We're going to get the foul off there to Ruby Maher, who picked up foul number 2. Chargers will just reset here. 4:56 left to go. Yeager looking to get it into somebody. Gives it off to Weishottle, who has to basically reach for that one. Yeager will get it back to Weishottle. Trying to beat that time, and does, and that's going to be a double dribble. Just went a little too high with that dribble, and that's what caused the turnover. Is Allie Beeler will check in for Weishottle. And that's going to be a very favorable inbound play here for Timberlake. 4:47 left to go. It is 27-16 on that Ringneck Energy Venture Communications scoreboard. Back to the Lady Panthers here. And Sermus looks for the give inside to Bigley, and that'll be a turnover. Just went a little too high on the pass for Bigley on that turnover. And once again, Yeager has to go to the next level for that inbound play. Bueller will just hand it off to Yeager, almost poked away there. Now I'll fight for the basketball as Yeager's going to say, let that be out of bounds. She thought it was last touch there by Maher, and I will give the basketball back to Timberlake. Not sure where the 19 came from, but either way, a bucket is going to be good there by Shorman. And the Chargers once again are now up by 6. 27 to 21. That's stolen away. Stolen there by Maher, and they're going to say Carey will get the basketball back to Timberlake. Coach Ruling is emphasizing those turnovers as Taylor Smith will check out. Timeout taken. It's going to be taken by Timberlake. Full timeout with 4:10 left to go. 27 to 21, your score. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers, from all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical.
Back here on KLXS Pure Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. I haven't mentioned the boys game coming up after the conclusion of this one. Timeout was taken there by the Lady Panthers from Timberlake. Well, the boys game coming up next should be a good one as well. So we'll have a quick post-game report and get back to the boys game. Or get you set for the boys game, I should say. Charger basketball after the turnover by Timberlake is the turnover frenzy has returned here to start the second half. Bernie has to pick up the dribble, and they are going to be calling for the travel as well. And so that jump ball, what could have been, turns into a turnover for the Chargers. And the Chargers creeping up in that turnover number category at 23 turnovers. 4:05 to play. Three is going to be fired there by Schorman. Couldn't get the three to go. Rebounded, though, and a second chance courtesy of Maher. Inside to Bigler. Couldn't get that layup to go. It's Ellie Nelson on the rebound. Chargers pushing the pace. Westfall, right side. Makes her way to the top. Now gives it off to Yeager. Yeager dribble once. Give it off to J.C. Yeager. Checks back in for the first time in the second half. Yeager on the give. Kick out. Nelson. Three from the top is up. It's good. Ellie Nelson for three, and the Chargers get back in the scoring column here late in the third. 30 to 21 is your score. Yeager almost went out of bounds with it, but avoids it. And then the Chargers will try to pick up a turnover. We'll get a tie up, and the arrow will favor Sully Buttes. The loudness of the bench you really gotta like to see from Sully Buttes in this contest. I don't think Coach Ruling has taken a moment to really just watch how things have developed as so much has happened. 2 seconds go off, and that's gonna be a turnover on by the Chargers. So that is turnover number 24. Timberlake getting the basketball back. Maher to trigger it in. Inbound. Will go to Hermes for three. That one will hit off the iron. It's Ellie Nelson, who had the three on the last possession, getting the rebound. Quickly over to Westfall. Gives to Yeager, and that's going to be some contact to the blocking foul on Timberlake. Kate Bigler will pick up the foul. That'll be her third of the game. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Inbound. Goes to Nelson. Give it off to Yeager. It's Westfall. Give it off there to Nelson. Nelson looking. She'll fire another three. That's banked in. Ellie Nelson, back-to-back threes. It's now 33 to 21 as the Chargers starting to pull away here in the late third. That's going to be a foul, and it's going to be free throws coming up with 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter. So Timberlake gets their second trip to the line in the third quarter. And going to the line will be Jaylee Sloman, who sees the foul there by Nevaeh Westfall. His first free throw is good. Westfall picks up foul number one. Give a big thanks to the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Be a good sport, whether at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, fans, and the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Perfect trip. And it's back to a 10-point lead. Yeager quickly over to Nelson. Now it's Westfall who has that shot deflected there by Schlower. Kick out there to Yeager. Yeager in the paint. Tries to spin left side. Puts it off the glass. That's going to be too much on the shot. As Bigler will pick up the rebound. It's a one and done for Sully Utes. On the other end, another foul. It's bonus free throws coming up here for Timberlake. Devay Westfall picks up foul number 2 in the quarter. So going to the line will be Jaylee Storman, who will have her second trip in back-to-back possessions. Just made 2 just a moment ago. I'll make it 3 in a row. That's the lead to within 9. Westfall going to check out for a moment. Weishaupt checks back in. Second free throw coming up. Up and good. 8-point lead. Chargers did have it up there by 10 a moment ago. It's going to be a tie-up. With 2:18 left to go. And Timberlake once again has another chance for some more points. Last 2 possessions were free throws. And now they'll get it back. Bigler will hand it off there. Here's a drive by Lawrence and another foul. Another trip to the line. With 2:11 left to go. They'll give the foul off there to Jaden Yeager, who picks up foul number 2 in the quarter. Here's the free throw. It is up, and it's good. Kylie Lawrence here in this third quarter, who has 2 free throws made, has made another, so 3 in a row, and the lead is now cut down to 7. Just to cut it down to 6, and does. 2:11 left to go. Yeager to Nelson. Once again, that full court pressure showing. Yeager will give it off there to J.C. Yeager, who crosses the timeline. And off there to Bueller. Bueller will swing it over to Nelson. Nelson with 2 minutes left to go here in the third. To Yeager. Kick out Weishaupt. Weishaupt baseline. Drive off the iron and good. Riley Weishaupt brings the lead back up to 8. Shot no good. Nelson will be fouled as she got the rebound. And so that will make the long walk down the court. Nelson, who is gone 3 of 4 today, is going to go to the line. They'll give the foul off there to Tally Lockett, who picks up foul number 2 of the night. Nelson for 2 free throws. First one hits off the back iron. It'll stay 35-27. Couple of substitutions for the Lady Panthers. Madeline Hermes will check back in. Also, we'll see Josie Bolt, excuse me. Second free throw for Nelson. Count it. 9-point lead at 36-27. Back to the Lady Panthers. Slower is talking about going for the drive, and that'll be a turnover. That is number 19 for Timberlake. Sully Butte sitting with 24. And Yeager will trigger it in. Final 90 seconds here of the third quarter. Weishaupt getting the inbound. And quickly on the other end is Yeager. Walks up, fires a mid-range jumper off the bank, and good. Jaden Yeager with 14 in this one. Leads back up to 11. Here's a 3 on the other end. It's Josie Bolt for 3, who banks it from the top. Empty. Yeager looking for the pass over to J.C. Yeager. There'll be a turnover. Sully Butte's final 60 seconds. Almost another turnover. Picked up, though, by Maher. Maher, long pass over to Schlower. 3 off the back iron. Picked up there by Hermes. And a second chance for Timberlake. Floater, Schlower off the iron. Rebounded there by Yeager. And that'll be out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Sully Buttes with 40 seconds left to go. Inbound to Bueller. Bueller will give it off there to Nelson. A wide shot over the midcourt stripe. Chargers will turn it over. Well, despite all the turnovers, Chargers up in this one with 30 seconds left to go. Triple from Maher. No good. Nelson going to let it go out. And they're going to say Nelson touched it. I think Nelson is in disbelief that they didn't think she touched it when it was done being out of bounds. And so the clock turns off. The shot clock does with 25.3 left to go. So the Panthers are going to get it back. Here's a triple from Lawrence, left side. And the Panthers will pay it off the mistake there from Sully Buttes. 16 seconds to play. Jaeger over the midcourt stripe with the Chargers up by 5. Bueller will fire a three from the left corner. No good. Weishottle picks up the rebound, trying to fight for it. Kicks it out, though, to Bueller. Bueller with a shot from the top. No good, and that's how the quarter is going to end. So no good on the shot, but Miley Weishottle giving the Chargers a second chance at the end of the quarter. We played 3. We got 8 more minutes of basketball coming up here. 38-33. Chargers lead. Fourth quarter action coming up next after this 60-second timeout.
Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here as we are fourth quarter action, and the Chargers, who started off with the basketball, will have a traveling call to start. And a traveling call going to go against Sully Buttes. Well, they're going to maybe change that. No, it's now Sully Buttes basketball. So Brooklyn Burney going to trigger it in to Miley Weishottle as the Chargers will start with their starting 5 in this one for the fourth quarter. Kinney spins in the paint, puts up the shot, in and out. Jaeger second chance rebound. Couldn't get that one to go either. And a couple of chances and no points to account for. Chargers up by 5, looking for their second win of the season. Timberlake looking for 2 in a row. Is that 3 going to be from Lawrence, who couldn't get that one to go. And then it's going to be Bolts, who puts the shot in for 2. And that is how this one will start. Jaeger will kick out to Kinney as the clock will stop. And just like that is a 3-point game. And another foul will be called. Ball will pick up the foul. So Westfall will trigger it in. Looking, and we'll give it off to Jaeger. Sully Buttes have played a good game despite the turnovers, and as soon as I say that, they turn it over for the 27th time. And it's going to be Bolts who will get the 2 to go. And it's now a 1-point game and a foul. So Chargers will benefit from the foul, and just like that, the Lady Panthers have picked up 2 fouls. Hermes will pick up foul number 2. 7:02 to play. Westfall will trigger it in again. Burney to Westfall for the midcourt stripe. Now looking to give it off there for Kinney. Does after basically a deflection, saving it. Weishottle to Jaeger. Wide open for 2 as Jaeger's going to go off the glass. Couldn't get the shot to go. And it's a 1 and done as Bolt will be the last one to look like she was going to try to rebound. It got knocked out. And officials The substitution happened. Bueller going to check in for Westfall. 6:44 to play. Back to Timberlake. Hermes at the corner. Now give it inside to Schullerman for 2. That's good. She has all 6 points in the quarter, and it's now a 1-point lead for Timberlake for the first time. And the official is going to call for the traveling. Sully Butte's turnovers now coming to hurt them as Weishaupt will check out with 6:27 left to play. Timeout taken by Sully Butte. 6:27 left to go. It's 39-38. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 6:27 left to go. Timberlake 39, Sully Butte's 38. We're back in 30 seconds.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Butte's athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
Turnovers hurting the Chargers here to start this fourth quarter. 6:27 left to go. Is right now it's all Timberlake and really all Rosie Bolt with 6 points in the quarter. And she's got 7 in the contest. I have her for 9 on the evening. Chargers will take the timeout. It will be Timberlake basketball after the traveling and turnover by Sully Butte. Boys game coming up next as they will watch the final moments of this one. Sully Butte's girls looking for their second win of the season. They were up by more than 10. It is now in a 1-point lead for Timberlake. That one deflected there by Kinney. Turns it over for the Chargers as they get it there. Yeager trying to hand it off, and we'll get a tie-up. And tie-up arrow will favor Timberlake. And Timberlake going to have quite a few possessions, more than the Chargers already in this fourth quarter. And they get another one here. 6:05 to play. Here's a triple from Hermes. No good. Yeager gets the rebound, and now we'll get another tie-up. Tie-up, though, this time favors Sully Butte. 5:57 left to go here. Bernie to Bueller, now giving off to Kinney. Now a quick pass over to Yeager. And it's going to be another whistle and another foul. Now I'm going to go against Madeline Hermes, who picks up foul number 2 in the quarter. She's got 3 in the contest. And Sully Butte will get the trigger for the baseline. Yeager looking. It's J.C. Yeager who will just lob it up top there for Bueller. Faking the pass, but almost stolen there by Lawrence. There's a give to Jaden Yeager. Yeager on the corner, looks for the skip pass, and they're going to say another traveling call. I would like to know how many traveling calls have been called in this game alone. It is being a significant amount. It's not just on Sully Butte, it is on both teams here in this entirety of the game. Curious to see what turnovers were travels in this one, as we'll get a whistle and a foul as Kinney was trying to go for the rebound, and it's going to be an over-the-back call. Allie Lockyan picks up the foul. Picks up foul number 3. 5:33 left to play. Inbound goes to Bueller. Back to Bernie. It's going to be deflected out of bounds, and it will stay Sully Butte. What's really telling them? Got to be smart while those passes are going here. And we'll get another whistle, another foul. And if I'm not mistaken, that is 5 team fouls already. And that is going to be huge for Sully Butte down the stretch, because there's still 5:27 left of basketball left. And the Chargers, if they can utilize that. They've shot 53% from the line here in this game. Birdie will miss the first, and it'll stay a 1-point lead for Timberlake. Got one more free throw. Bernie looking to go 1 of 2 and tie us at 39 apiece. And we're tied at 39 apiece. 39-39 with 5:27 left to play. Chargers have tied it. The 3 is going to be off the mark. Yeager going to try to get the rebound, but a second chance courtesy of Schlarman. Schlarman makes a move in the paint. They wave off the shot, and it's going to be a traveling call as Taffy was running to the official and saying how that one was a travel, but they're saying that Schlarman just made that extra step in that post move, so the Chargers will get it back. And once again, I mentioned the amount of turnovers by the travel. We'll find out as the Chargers will turn it right back over to Timberlake. Shot is up for the foul. And going to the line is going to be Lawrence. So Lawrence going to go to the line. She has got 7 on the evening. 5:01 left to play. Foul going to go on Birkeland Bernie, who picks up foul number 2. Chargers being outscored 6-1 in the 4th. But again, that was just the first foul for Sully Buttes as Lawrence makes the first. Back to a 1-point lead for Timberlake. If I'm not mistaken, the Lady Panthers have not missed a free throw in this game. This to make it a 2-point lead. And that'll be the first time that it's a missed free throw from Timberlake. Ellie Nelson picked up the basketball but turns it over. And it's going to be a 2 there from Ruby Maher. And it's a 3-point lead. And now the Chargers face another deficit. Yeager to Bernie. Bernie gives it off to Kinney, and it's going to be a foul. So Skyline Kinney is going to go to the line. Going to be Bull who picks up the foul, picks up her second in the quarter. And Kinney will shoot 2 and try to cut this to within 1 as Kinney will miss the first. And we'll get one more free throw here. Kinney to cut it to within a bucket. Shot up and good. 42-40, Chargers down by 2. Despite 30 turnovers in the game. Wilson guarded heavily there on Schlarman. Tries to make her way to the left side. Now hand off there to Lawrence. Lawrence in the paint. Looks to skip pass over there to Maher. Maher right side. Puts up the shot. And the bucket is going to count. And the Chargers, there's a lot of unfortunate fouls going against them as Bernie picks up foul number 3. Picks up the second in the 4th quarter. Bueller checking back in. Maher trying to go for the 3-point play. It's good. Timeout taken by Timberlake. 4:26 left to go. It is 45-40. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Yakley Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yakley Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yakley for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
Well, it's one of those games. 45-40 is your score, and I'll mention why that's the case. 53 turnovers Almost 30 fouls called. Actually, I lied. It is at 30 fouls called. Chargers down by 5 after having a lead as much as 10. Yeager going to try to change that as she will go to the line and have her own free throw trip coming up here in just a couple of moments. So I said 30 fouls, make that now 31 as Maher picks up foul number 4. We're going to check in here for what appears to be Maher in just a moment. Yeager's first free throw cuts it to within 4. And we'll get one more free throw here. Couple of substitutions as well. We mentioned Bigler checking. And also it's going to be checking back in. Yeager to cut it to within 3. Couldn't get it to within 3. Yeager runs down her own rebound. Nice job there. Gives it off to Kinney for 2. It's good. Scotland Kinney on the assist from Jaden Yeager has cut it to within a score with 4:03 and another whistle and more free throws. So that will be just the second to last foul to give. Riley Weishottle has picked up the foul. And are they going to say who that foul is on? It's either, I think they're going to fix this and change it to, no, they won't. They're checking. Oh, they're going to say it's not on the shot, so that was where the confusion comes from. So Weishottle still picks up the foul, but the good news is it's not on the shot, but it's going to be a Bigler who couldn't get the first shot to go down. And it's another chance here for Timberlake. Slower in the paint. It's rejected there by Scotland Kinney. It's just picked up there by Bueller. Nice defense there from Scotland Kinney. The Chargers can tie or take the lead. Yeager in the paint, goes to the right side, puts up the shot, and she's going to be fouled with 3:38 left to go. It has a chance to tie it at 45 apiece. That'll be foul number 4 on Kate Bigler. Yeager, who just went 1 of 2 and ran down her own rebound, is back at the line. Yeager cuts it to within 1. Chargers staying composed here as the Sully Buttes boys awaiting their game coming up next. Yeager for one more. This to tie it. Fires it, and we're tied at 45. Tie number 2 has occurred in this ball game. 3:33 left to go. Timberlake gonna run the even offense. Here's a give inside to Slower, and she's gonna be fouled. Yeah, Schloerman is going to go to the line, and we'll try to break the tie that the Chargers just got. Ellie Nelson picks up the foul. First free throw to break the tie is going to stay tied. Schloerman will miss the first free throw. She leads team high. At 12, Jaden Yeager leads scoring high with 17. Final free throw, this to make it a 1-point lead. And it's going to stay tied, but it's rebounded, though, by Hermes. And she'll go inside. That shot going to be no good, and Jane Yeager will come down with the rebound. Chargers can take the lead here on this possession. 3:15 left to go. Yeager at the top. Go inside to Kinney in the paint. Kick out to Nelson. Swing it to Yeager. Yeager 3 for the lead. Couldn't get it to go. Weishottle was trying to go for the rebound, just couldn't get it to go for the couldn't reach it and save it to one of her teammates, and it'll be off the mark. So it's now Timberlake's turn to try and take the lead here. Tied at 45 apiece with under 3 to play. It's going to be Bigler inside. No good. It's going to be last touch there by Sully Buttes. Timberlake has shot 55 times in this game. Inbound will go to Schloerman. Schloerman on the drive in the paint. It's going to be deflected there by Scotland Kinney. Nice job defensively. And there's a last touch there by, they're going to say Scotland Kinney stepped out of bounds. I think they were saying that maybe Timberlake may have got a piece of that, but that won't be the case. Still tied at 45 with 2:45 left to play. Schloerman puts up the shot. They're going to wave off the shot. It's going to occur on the floor. I think it's going to be bonus either way here, as that was team foul number 5. Ellie Nelson picks up foul number 2. She's picked up both here in the fourth quarter. Now, bonus free throws either way. It's going to be Jaylee Shorman who will fire the first free throw, trying to break the tie once again. Will miss the first. Reminder for the Sully County Sheriff's Office to be a good citizen, help out your community, your friends and neighbors, make Oneida strong and proud. Working together, we can all make the town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. So one more free throw here with 2:45 to play. This to break the tie, and it's going to break it. Timberlake 46, Sully Buttes 45. Yeager to Weishottle, right side. Will pick up the dribble, give it off to Yeager. Thought about a 3. Now going to try to drive in. Left side has a lane. Couldn't leave that layup short. And she does. It's going to be rebounded there by Bigler, and Timberlake going to try to extend their lead. It's at 1 right now. 3 from Schlorman is going to go in. Takes the nicest hometown bounce that you could ask for as it hits the left iron, goes off the front iron, and drops in. And a timeout taken by Sully Buttes. With 2:22 left to go. Full timeout. We'll take a quick 30. 49-45, your score. We'll step aside. We're back in 30 here on Country 95.3.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
Chargers tie things up and now trail once again by 4. 49-45 is your score on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. Chargers have been outscored 13-7. They had a 38 to, I believe it was 38-31 going into the fourth quarter. I could be wrong, because again, I have to take stats on the paper side of things for the first time in a while. Chargers have it after the timeouts. As we give to Weishottle up top. Now it's Beeler. Inside give to Kinney. Now it's Yeager who will drive in left baseline side. Shot is no good. Fight for the basketball is going to be rebounded and picked up there by Beeler. Yeager look for the give to Kinney, who's wide open underneath and gets the shot to go. Beeler getting the rebound, pays that off. As now it's a one-score game. Underneath is Lawrence for 2 who will get it to go. Lawrence having a big second half. It's back up by 4. 51-47. Skylar Kinney has gotten 11 in this game. Weishottle 3, no good. Yeager put back up off the rebound and puts it off the glass and in. Sully Buttes are going to have one of these shots or turn over, go their way. Jaden Yeager with 19 in the game. After the rebound and missed 3 there from Weishottle. Timberlake has it back. Watch for Lawrence. Watch for Schlorman. Schlorman. Kick up top now to Maher. Goes inside to Bigler and now back out there to Schlorman. Coach Ruling emphasizing time is not on their side, and Yeager will put the foul and put Timberlake back to the line. I think the reach there is just you got to now pretty much play tight defense, but not get those fouls to not go your way. As we're going to get Glenn Burney and J.C. Yeager in just a moment. Timeout taken by Sully Buttes. 1:08 left to play. It's once again going to be another full timeout here. We'll just keep it here. 13-11 is the outscoring in this fourth quarter as the Chargers are down by 2. So it's going to put Timberlake back at the line. And a chance to extend this back to a 4-point lead. And it's just been a game of uneven flow, so we'll just say, in this one. 32 turnovers to 22 for Sully Buttes. 31 rebounds. So the Chargers have out-rebounded Timberlake in this one, but right now it's the shots that are going in for Timberlake and not Sully Buttes. You have to think maybe those threes are going to maybe hurt them, even though Timberlake has made less threes in this one. It's really just the outscoring the turnovers that are giving Timberlake the opportunity to be up by 2. So we'll have a trip to the free throw line. No fouls to give for either team. Clock stands at 108. A free throw here from Schlarman, who has gone 1 of 4. Made her last one. Extend the lead to 2. This to extend the lead as much as 4. Schlarman made a 3 to extend that lead to 4. Now it's back up by 3. 52-49. What does Sully Buttes have coming out of the timeout that Coach Ruling drew up on that board? Second free throw. It's a 4-point lead. 1:07 left to go. Shadow gets it over the timeline. She'll make her way, give it off there to Bernie. Bernie on the drive, has a lane, lost the basketball. Falling to the floor is Jaden Yeager. It's going to be taken away there by Bolts. Chargers now are going to have to either foul or have the shot clock be in their favor, and Jaden Yeager will pick up the foul. And she not agreeing with that call, but Jaden Yeager will pick up foul number 4. Clock stops with 47.3, and once again, Dorman goes to the line, who just went 2 of 2 a moment ago. And when I mention these opportunities, this Dorman will miss the first. 57 shots for Timberlake tonight. Have converted on 14 of them. Sully Buttes have had 39. And we'll have one more free throw here. Dorman fires it. And we'll miss that second one. Jaden Yeager trying to take it away, and the jump ball arrow will favor Timberlake. Chargers within reach for their second win of the season. And the team looking for their 3rd win of the year and looking for their 2nd in a row. We'll have a timeout taken by Timberlake. 46 seconds left to go. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout as we'll just keep it right here. 53-49 is your score. And Kylie Lawrence has kind of had the quiet second half, has made 7 points in the second half. Also, you've had Storm, who has 18, who has made lots of free throws in the second half. Went 4 of 4 to the third. Now has gone 3 of 7 in the fourth quarter. Free throws, Timberlake with 15 out of looks like 21 free throws. Timberlake inbound. It's going to be Maher. Maher, give it out there to Lawrence. Lawrence backs out now to Storman. Chargers have to get a stop here. They're down by 4. Shot clock at 23. Game clock is at 32. And will be a foul to stop the time as Brooklyn Burney picks up foul number 4. It's going to be Maher who goes to the line, who has not shot a free throw in this game. The shot clock is going to turn off here with 30 seconds left to go as Maher will make the first. Time now is not on the Chargers side. And we got to have a stoppage of play for, looks like some blood on one of the players, just to attend to that. 30 seconds left to go as the first free throw did go in for Maher. Now, Maher did make a free throw. It was on a 3-point play as she goes 2 for 2. So clock is at 27. Chargers going to have to get a quick 3 here as they're down by 6. Kinney trying to put up a shot for 2. Couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. It's going to be picked up there by Lawrence, and a whistle and a foul. And Timberlake just going to add on to what will be their 3rd win of the season. And the Chargers, who were up by as much as 10, as Brooklyn Burney will foul out. They had a 10-point lead and saw that evaporate in the 17-11 outscored fourth quarter. I lied, it would be 20. To make it 21 on the free throw. Lawrence has made the first. Final free throw here again. A young Timberlake team, just one senior. I lied, there's no seniors on this team. Second free throw is good. Makes it now 57-49. Jaeger just going to give it off to Westfall. They're going to just try to find a good shot here to end this one. 5 seconds left to go, and a tough battle for the Chargers will end in a loss. Chargers fall 57-49. Sully Buttes, heck of an effort, but they fall short. An opportunity that goes away after being up by 10. We'll step aside 2 minutes. Actually, let's take a 90-second timeout and get you set for the boys game. That's coming up next here on KLXS Country 95.3 Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Contractors and Crane Service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Final moments of
teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
Back here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier as we are wrapping things up on the girls' game. And tough one for the Sully Buttes Chargers, but if there's really a game that just had no flow, it just had some rough stretches, this is one of those kind of games. 55 turnovers, 39 fouls called in the ball game. The Chargers were outscored. They got 20... I want to make sure I get this right. 20, I believe 4 to 20 or 24. Add 13. That's going to be 37 to 30 or to 26. So Chargers just not getting the breaks that they had in that third quarter to give them the lead, and that is where the 49 or the 57 to 49 comes from in this one. The Chargers were led by Jaden Yeager with 19 points and 9 rebounds. Ellie Nelson had a really good game coming back. She is your Yakley Ranches player of the game. 10 points and 5 rebounds. Had a couple of big threes in that third quarter to really get that lead for the Chargers. And how about Skylar Kinney in the second half as well? She is your unsung hero, brought to you by Colson Farms in this one. 11 points and 4 rebounds. Other scores, Brooklyn Burney with 7. You had Miley Weisscheitel with a bucket as well in the contest. So that is going to do it for the girls' game. Again, we'll have a more in-depth recap online at kccrradio.com on the local sports side of things. So let's get to your boys' game now. It is now time for the Chargers, who are entering this game at 7-1 after a thrilling win over the Miller Rustlers in that contest. The Chargers are 7-1 in the season. They are coming off of a 2-game winning streak, as it's going to be the Panthers who will ride a 4-game winning streak at 7-2, taking on the Chargers. So that's how both teams entering this one. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, and we will return with the history between these two teams. And we will also talk with head coach Brian White, as we want to make sure we get everything here in this one. Your Yakley Ranches are your country, or your 83 Ag Sales pregame show coming up next here on Country 95.3. Take a 2-minute timeout.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provides a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most. Right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Getting you set for the boys game coming up here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier. It looks like we are having some streaming issues. We are trying to stay alive on that stream. If you're watching the video side of things, we appreciate you tuning in here and just hanging in with us here as we battle through kind of these technical difficulties coming up on the stream video side of things. But however you may be tuning in on Country 95.3 online at Country 95.3 Sports, we can't thank you enough. The girls, again, lose 57-49. It's now time for the boys' game. It is, again, Chargers 7-1 on the season, and the Panthers at 7-2. We mentioned the last dates here for the Chargers. It was a win over Miller on Thursday. The Panthers ran a 4-game win streak entering the contest. Only one common opponent these two teams have, and that is against the Scotties, who saw both of them defeat Phillip by 30+ in that contest. So again, one of the only common opponents entering today. Again, frequent opponents are Sully and Timberlake. They have faced off 11 times since 2018, so it'll be meeting number 12 between these two teams based off max preps. The Chargers have had the Panthers number, though, winning 8 out of the 10 meetings. There will be their 11th meeting, I apologize. They have won 8 out of the 10 up to date. Sully Buttes won last meeting on January 21st of 25, a final of 58-48. And the Panthers last win in 2024, they won by 1 at 66-65. Sully Buttes and Timberlake have split, though, the last 4 meetings. That is your look at your history between these two teams. And again, we will have coverage in just a moment. We talk to the head coach, Ryan White. We'll take that 2-minute timeout, get you set for the boys' game. Ryan White conversation coming up next here on KLXS, Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. We're back in 2 minutes.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Buttes Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Brett's Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Brett Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
And affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out. Give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Back here on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier is we are going to get you that pregame conversation with head coach Brian White. Is talked about going into this one, a recap of the Miller game, which was a fantastic game, and taking a look at the upcoming game against Timberlake. Is Coach White looking forward to this one as both teams 7 wins on the season, looking to get win number 8. That's coming up here in just a few moments on Country 95.3, but let's get that conversation with head coach Brian White right now. 83XL's pregame show here with head coach Brian White of the Sully Beach Chargers. And coach, I know it's been a few days, but going back to Thursday, I think the way that the team responded and just kind of rode the storm a little bit and coming out with a win. You got to be impressed with your team in that game against Miller.
Yeah, I thought we showed some toughness. I thought it was one of those games where you just had to grind it out and find a way to win, and we did a pretty good job of just grinding it out, It wasn't pretty. It wasn't always good. It was up and down, and we made some mistakes, and we did some really nice things, and we had some breaks that didn't go our way, and then we had some breaks that did go our way at times, and we just made just enough plays to win the basketball game.
I know your scorers kind of had their moments, but I thought Brett and Barber with the steal, Cooper Falkenhagen with those moments. Just the depth of this team when they kind of had to step up a little bit. That's got to be a really good sign for your depth of this team.
Yeah, I thought we can call them the three amigos with Breton, Huddy, and Miles there. They kind of changed the tempo of the game. The pace just wasn't at what we needed it to be there for about 2.5 quarters, and they really did change the pace of the game. We had to go small and we had to do something different, and they changed the tempo, and Coop came in with about 5 minutes left, and he really got after it, and he started rebounding the heck out of the basketball, and he did some really nice things for us there, and just all those guys that are kind of the glue guys, the guys that probably don't get all the praise or as much attention, they came through big time for us, and really proud of their efforts, and it was a lot of fun to watch them really get after it.
I know we talked about the players a lot, Coach, but for you, I bet that was a fun game to be a part of just because, there was times you had to call crucial timeouts, and those timeouts paid off. As a coach, to be in a game like that, how fun has it got to be, to coach this particular team, but also for you as a coach to coach that kind of game?
Yeah, it's probably more on the stressful side than the enjoyable side, but we take the win, and it was a great opportunity for our kids, and I saw a lot of growth, and we hope they continue that growth as we go forward.
Yeah, you're going into another tough game here against Timberlake. Had to take the long drive. First off, how's the team feeling coming off the bus going into today's game?
Should be good to go. Everything went as planned. We got here early, got here in time, and everything felt pretty good. So we're just going to have to come out and play our game, and should be in great shape.
Talk about this Timberlake team, Coach. I know I was kind of there at the practice yesterday when you guys were seeing those rebound plays they run, but just talk overall about this Timberlake team and kind of your approach going in.
Yeah, they're really balanced. They got about three dudes that could put up 20 on any night. They got 6 dudes that could score in double figures. Extremely balanced, which can be really good and can also sometimes hurt you at times. I mean, there's a point where they might have situations where they're not really sure who they want to go to get shots off and things of that nature. So we're just going to have to defend well, do what we do, and hopefully at the end of the night, that's good enough.
And Coach, I'll always say this, kind of one emphasis that'll help you guys go 1-0 today going into this Saturday's weekend games.
You know, we're really going to take care of the basketball, and we're going to have to defend. Our pressure and ball pressure has to be really good tonight for us to have that opportunity. Then we got to rebound the basketball, take care of the basketball, and we'll give ourselves a great opportunity to win.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time and best of luck this evening.
Thanks for covering us. We appreciate it.
Big thanks to head coach Brian White for taking some time here on this Tuesday with us before we get set here for the boys game coming up here in just a moment. We'll take a 30-second timeout and get you set for the boys game. Uniform report and starting lineups coming up next here on Country 95.3 KLXS Beer, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
One of the storylines going into this one was the status of Wesley Whitler because of his injury, and he is suited up and he is expected to start tonight. It was kind of maybe a game time decision based on how he was feeling. He looks to be he's ready to go, and I asked if he was ready to go, if he was going to get the start. Coach White said, "Yep, we'll start him in this one." So that will be the case. Again, Chargers will have their starting lineup, so we'll tell you the boys ones. For Timberlake coming up here first, it will look like this. It's number 1, a 6. I should maybe get the correct players here. It's number 1, a 6'2" sophomore in Jackson Bigger. He's followed by number 3, a 5'10" junior in Braden Lawrence. Number 10 is a 5'10" junior in Traden Beer. Number 24, a junior at 6'2" in Canton Hunt. And around up the starting lineup, it is number 34, a 6-foot senior in Rance Martin. That is your starting lineup here. Again, Lance Martin, the only senior for this team, for the Timberlake Panthers. Head coach for the Timberlake Panthers is, if I can get that on my sheet here, I apologize for folks. Normally I have it, but taking a look at the head coach. Again, head coach for this team is Cody Lawrence for the Panthers. For your starting lineup for the Sally Beach Chargers, it will look like this. It is number 3, a 6'3" sophomore in Easton Moore. Freshman, in Easton Moore. He's followed by the 5'8" sophomore, number 10. It's Jet Yakley. Number 15, a 6'2" senior in Wesley Whitler. Number 20, it's a 5'10" senior in Gavin Colson. And round up the starting lineup for this one, it is number 44, a 6'2" senior in James Miles. Head coach Brian White for the Sally Beach Chargers in this one. And the assistant coaches for this one, it is Scott Sefter and Jesse Whitler. Chargers in their home or on their road purples, gold numbers, gold lettering, trimmed in black with that thin gold stripe on the shorts. For the Panthers, they'll be in their home whites. There'll be maroon numbers and maroon lettering with the pink spotted stripes on either side. Big thanks to 83 Axials for getting us set for tip-off in this one. It is going to be the Chargers going from left to right, and the Panthers will go from right to left. As we are just moments away here in this one, so you finish the starting lineup here. We'll expect Easton Moore in the center circle, and we'll see how Whitler's ankle handles. Coming back one game off, and he looks like he's ready to go. So are this Charger team, who now has been some battle tested. They're going to get another battle test here tonight. Is Easton Moore And Canton Hunt standing in the center circle. Canton Hunt kind of standing back. He's going to maybe get that kind of one-step hop to start this one off. Easton Moore kind of just a little bit off there as well. And that's going to be the case as Easton Moore will win the opening tip, and the Chargers will have the basketball to start things off. Whose pace is going to be more favorable? As the Chargers do like to go fast here, we'll see what the Panthers do offensively. As Yakley has it on the left wing. He'll try to drive in the paint. Looks for the pass there to Whitler. The Chargers will start the game off with a turnover. Panthers pushing the pace. Hunt's on the other hand, scoop and score. A layup. Couldn't get that one to go either. And it's going to be a one and done as Easton Moore has the basketball now, gives it off to Yakley. Skip it over there to Gavin Colson for three. That one's going to be no good. Miles is trying to get it. Now fight for the basketball. Ends up in the hands of Bigler. Bigler will slow things down. He'll hand it off there to Beer. As Beer will lay it up and in for two. And it's going to be a Beer with the first points of the contest. It's now 2-0 in favor of Timberlake. On your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard. Big thanks to 83 Ag Sales for getting us ready for tip-off. Whistle with 7 minutes left to go. And it's going to be a foul on the Chargers. Miles picks up foul number one as the Chargers have missed their first two shots of the early going here. 7 minutes left to go. Chargers going to bring that full court pressure, try to use the speed to their advantage. Timberlake has got some shooters. They definitely worked on who to kind of expect in this one to look for. And then you're going to get another foul. Did James Miles just pick up his second? And that is going to be the reason why I reacted that way is because it just seems like he can't. Just has that luck, and he'll have to quickly check out with 6:46 left to go. So Cooper Falkenhagen is going to check in for the Chargers. Inbound is going to go to Bigler. Bigler going to try to drive. Will make a move. Now kick it out there to Hunt. Hunt's on the left side. He'll fire a mid-range jumper and leave that one short. And Wesley Whitler picks up the rebound. Quickly on the other end is Gavin Colston. Colston's going to take it all the way, and they're going to say it's an offensive foul. So Gavin Colston picks up foul number one. That's the 13th foul already for Sully Buttes. And just like that, if you pick up a couple more, you're going to be putting Timberlake in the bonus, and that is something I saw earlier. Whitler pokes it away. He'll take the steal, the turnover. Whitler going to try to go all the way, and that's going to be a whistle with 6:21 left to go in the first quarter, and that will put the Chargers on the baseline. Bigler picks up foul number one. First team foul as well. Colson will trigger it in. Inbound will go to Whitler in the paint, puts it off the glass. Couldn't get the shot to go, and a couple of opportunities for the Chargers and no points to account for. Quickly on the other end, and it's going to be a traveling call, and looks like we're going to have one of those patterns of basketball. We mentioned the 55 turnovers in the first game. And the travel there from Timberlake will give the basketball back to the Chargers. Yakley now with the basketball. He'll look to make his way to the left side, swing it over to Moore. Moore will catch and shoot three. That will hit off the right iron and bounce right back to Lawrence. First three-point attempt in this game for the Chargers. It goes empty. Trying to make the stay off the scoreboard. It's 2-0 still with 5:51 left to go, and we'll get another traveling call with 5:49 left to go. Whitler will trigger it in to Yakley. Makes it his way over that midcourt logo, kind of that two-tone court here. Besides the red stripes for the basketball court. Colson will back his way out. Now give it off to Moore. Didn't see Yakley over there. Colson catch and shoot three. Good. Gavin Colson gives the Chargers the first lead change of the night, and they lead 3-2 on your Ringneck Energy scoreboard. Timberlake trying to push the pace as well. Here, we'll give it up top there to Hunt for three. Try to respond with a three of his own. It's going to be a one and done as Yakley closes in on the rebound. Colson, who just got the three a moment ago, will get a whistle and a foul. Now it's going to go against Canton Hunt. That'll be his first. And going to be the team's second. So it'll be a baseline inbound here from Gavin Colson. We'll see where they go here. We'll see Carson Miles check in. Yakley floater in the paint, leaves that one short. And that's going to be rebounded courtesy of Beer. Throwing things down is Bigler. Matched up there by Colson. Now fight for the basketball. 2 men on the floor. Is now putting that one up for Hunt. It's in and out. Easton Moore trying to push the pace now. No 3 from Yakley. Leave it short. Colson rebound. Put it back up. He leaves that one short. Quickly on the other end, it's going to be Martin. Martin will put up the shot as he's fouled. And it's going to be 2 free throws coming up here for Timberlake. Yeah, you hopefully hope that Martin is okay as he is slow to get up, and we'll take a moment here. So the foul is going to go against the Chargers, waiting to see who they give the foul to. It's going to be free throws. Still waiting on the status. Martin is the one who got fouled, and again, you hope that he is all right. We'll take a quick 30. 4:31 left to go. It is the Chargers 3 and Timberlake 2. We'll step aside, injury timeout here on Country 95.3.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitler and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed treatments, and their loading is second to none. Visit whitlerseedfarm.com or give Jesse a call at 605-280-0152. Your source for seed for every acre. Located in Agar and Oneida, Whitler Seed Farm, 605-280-0152.
Pause there as Martin is taking his time. So he is the one who has to go to the line. They give the foul off to Yakley, who was just trying to go quickly and close in. And they're going to say Martin is going to have to check out. So going to the line for the Panthers is Pete Maher. And so since Martin has to check out, so checking in for him is Pete Maher, who will go to the line. And again, you hope Martin is okay, and he's going to go get looked at, make sure he's all right. That took a pretty tough fall. That's just a routine basketball play that just, we can hope that he's all right. The first free throw is good for Maher, and we're tied at 3 apiece. First tie of the contest. Get one more free throw here. As Maher will miss the second, and then you'll get an immediate whistle for an over the back. We'll give the foul off to Bigler, who picks up his second. I will say this, credit to the officials, they've been consistent in this one, and the clock just went down 2 seconds, and now they're going to have to fix this. I have 4:20. Let's see what the officials have here. I have 4:29. That will probably be corrected to 4:23. That is the case. You heard maybe the official there for just a moment. Whitler will trigger it in to Yakley. As Panthers bring just a couple into the backcourt. Yakley will be able to make his way over the midcourt stripe. He's matched up there by Lawrence. Yakley swinging over to Whitler on a catch and shoot 3 from the left side. Leaves that short. Carson Miles rebound and a second chance for the Chargers. Underhand scoop in, score. They're going to wave off the shot. And we'll get another foul here from the Panthers. The Panthers, excuse me. Foul by Pete Maher, picks up his first, team's fourth, with 4:04 left to play. Yakley to trigger it in. He'll get it inbound to Whitler. Catch and shoot 3 inbound play. He takes that high bounce as Moore will fall to the floor. And he'll get up and be all right, and that will put the Chargers in bonus. We'll get Pete Maher for his second. So that is now team foul number 5 with 3:52 left to go. Easton Moore going to try to break the tie here with some free throws. First free throw is good. First points from the line in this one for Sully Buttes. First trip as well in the game. Yeah, we'll get one more. Changes for the Panthers. Brock Bauer in the first time. Get one more free throw here. More. We'll put it up and get it to go in. 5-3 your score on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communications scoreboard as the clock trickles down. There's a swing now to the far side. Also, Mason Bickle is in for the first time. Michael, I apologize. There's a floater shot, left short. Easton Moore rebound after the missed layup, and Moore's going to try to go coast to coast with it. Couldn't do so, and it's a one and done for Sully Buttes. Trying to take it all the way himself was Beer, who saw Moore try to do that a moment ago. Fire three from Brock Lawrence will take another friendly bounce for the home team. As long as it's his first triple, that didn't happen in the girls' game where you thought that would maybe go out, and it goes in. Whitler tries to answer a three of his own, and that is a quick one and done for Sully Buttes. Spear with his third rebound. Lawrence will give it off there to Hunt for the layup. They got it to go. It's now 8-5 with 2:46 left to go. Back to the Chargers as student section starting to pick up, and they're going to call Whitler for the carry. With 2:38 left to go. Wow, I think we're on pace for another high turnover contest. Back to the Panthers. The drive from Beer, baseline. He'll bounce pass it off there to Hunt for the floater. Got it to go. Hunt with back-to-back points. 10-5 is your score. Chargers did ride the storm against Miller. There's a kick from Yakley to Miles, three. That one going to be no good. Good looking shot for Miles, just didn't have that one go. And quickly on the other end is Bauer. Bauer gives it off to Beer. Beer will kick it out up top for three. That one's good from Kenton Hunt. And Coach White going to spend a timeout. 13-5 with 2:03 left to play. And that was one of the players that the Chargers were kind of putting a focus on Monday. As Kenton Hunt, who has now 7 points in the contest. We'll take a quick 30. Chargers down 13-5 in the first quarter with 2:03 left. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
2:03 left to play here in the second quarter. Chargers down by 8 to start this one off. 13-5 your score in this one. As the Sully Buttes boys have to ride another storm here, as Ken Hunt really is just starting to get going here. He's got 7 points for the Panthers. He scored, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he has scored the last 7 for the Panthers. Sully Buttes basketball after the timeout taken by head coach Brian White. As Carson Miles is back in. Yakley at the top. He'll fire a three. That one is going to be off the mark. It's going to be Hunt who comes down with the rebound. Chargers have shot 7 threes to start this one off. There's going to be a drive now from Bauer. That shot going to be no good. It's rebounded by Yakley. As Yakley on the other end looks to go all the way. He'll put up a shot off the glass. That one's no good. He'll get his own rebound, though. And a second chance for Sully Buttes. Colson three. Left corner, got it. Colson with 2 threes. He's got 6 of the 8s for Sully Buttes in this one. Wesley Whitler took a quick rest. He's going to get set to check back in. Bauer, baseline drive, left side, and was looking to kick that out there to Lawrence, and he'll turn it over. Turnover number 4 for the Panthers. We'll see Breton Barber check in for Gavin Colson, or no, excuse me, Jet Yakley. So you got Barber, Colson, Whitler, Moore, and Falkenhagen, who is probably going to get some significant minutes as James Miles had quickly 2 fouls in the first quarter. Nice pass there from Whitler to Falkenhagen for 2. Falkenhagen gets the first bucket of the night for him, and the Chargers now have scored the last 7. And we'll get a whistle and a foul. Foul gonna go against Brenton Barber. He'll pick up foul number 1 and team foul number 5. And the Panthers will go to the line and have bonus free throws with 43.6 to go. Brock Bauer is at the line. First free throw is off the mark. Sully County Sheriff's Office, they want to remind you that being responsible going home for the game and driving home. Please obey speed limits in towns and on the highways. Arrive live. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. We'll get one more free throw. Brock Bauer goes 1 of 2. It's a 14-10 point lead in favor of the Panthers. There's a give to Barber. Barber makes his way to the top. Now a give to Moore. Now up top to Colson on the right wing. Colson spins, puts it off the glass. Layup no good. 5 for the basketball on the floor, and quickly the Panthers on the other side. Hunt wide open underneath the left side. Got it to go. Great recognition there from Bauer to get it off there to Hunt, who had the wide open lane on the right side. It's back to a 6-point game. 12 seconds to play. Whitler gonna hold off for the final shot. Looks like to be an isolation for Wesley Whitler. Colson will set the screen. Whitler gets the screen. He'll go all the way left side off the glass. He's going to get the call and takes the first hard hit and looks to be all right. And we'll see Carson Miles check in with 1.4 left to go. Jason Eggle will pick up foul number 1. Team foul number 6. First free throw for Whitler will swirl out. Final free throw. Carson Miles will check out for Gavin Colson as 4 Chargers are going to not be inside that restricted area. As Whitler will make the second. 5-point lead with 1.4 left to go. And it's going to be a heave from half court. And we have played 1 quarter of basketball. Chargers put 17 shots, make 3. Panthers have 16 on 13 shot attempts. We'll step aside. Minute timeout. Panthers 16, Chargers 11. Second quarter action next.
Oahe Grain in Oneida has been doing business with you, the producer, since 1954. They're one of the largest privately owned elevators in central South Dakota. Their friendly and knowledgeable team of employees is there for you. With 220-foot truck scales and 5 dump pits, they're sure to get you back to the farm quickly. They also have a 110-car shuttle loading facility and have 2 grain dryers to help serve you in all your grain handling needs. Call Oahe Grain Corporation in Oneida at 258-2811 or check them out at oahegraincorp.com. Grain is their middle name.
With over 40 years of experience, Lake and Out Construction Incorporated is your one-stop shop for grain handling on the farm or commercial. From repairs to complete new build projects, we've got the expertise to take on the toughest jobs. We're a proud authorized Sukup dealer ready to meet all your grain bin needs with quality products and dependable service. Call Todd today at 605-295-0011 for quality work backed by a crew you can trust. From Todd, Gary, Legina, and the entire Lake and Out Construction crew, good luck Chargers on a winning season.
Start the second quarter as the Chargers facing a 5-point deficit. They'll have the basketball to start, Panthers will have the basketball to start, going from right to left. White Bridge get with you. Big things to Liza back in the studio for keeping us live here on the air as the second quarter is underway here from Timberlake High School. One of the longer trips of the season for Sully Buttes boys. They're starting their first of 5 straight road games. And granted, they have played a lot more games at home. Swatted away out of bounds. It will be Charger basketball. Turnover number 5 for Timberlake. Again, they'll have they have the trip here. They'll go on the road Saturday to take on Reeves Creek, a team from Minnesota, on Saturday at the Classic. They're going to be in Coleman Egan. Yakley will step out, or no, they're going to say the foul occurred first. The Chargers are going to one of the rare times that it's going to be a foul instead of out of bounds, as Mason will pick up foul number 2 of the contest. Olsen to trigger it in as the starting 5 out there. James Miles is back in. Yakley catch and shoot 3, no good. And the rebound going to be brought down courtesy of Brock Bauer. Chargers defensively running man-to-man. Moore will see the pass skipped over there to Beer. Beer's at the top. Whitmer matched up with him defensively. Kick out Hunt. Hunt 3, good. Canton Hunt has 12 in the contest, and the Chargers now face an 8-point deficit. Yakley on the drive, looks to spin in the paint, kick out over to Whitler. Whitler 3 is up, you bet it's good. Wesley Whitler with 4, that's his first made buckets from the field in this one. Back to a 5-point game, and we're gonna get a whistle and a foul. See who this foul is going to go against. They're going to give it off there to, not sure how it's going to be number 22, because there is no 22 on the roster. So now they're going to, official going to try this one more time here. It's not, he's confirming it's 22, but I don't have a 22. Yeah, they're going to give it off to Gavin Colson. You know, it's one of those times, you know, the jersey maybe is folded one way, but yeah, it happens, you know. It happens sometimes. They're going to give the foul off to Gavin Colson. He picks up his second. Here is going to trigger it in. Moore was trying to steal that away, so the Panthers will just try this again from further down. With 6:47 left to play. Hunt to trigger it in. Inbound will go to Bauer. Bauer's at the top, matched up there by Miles, and Miles is going to get a hand check. And Coach White about to have the same reaction as Coach Ruling in the first game, and maybe in his mind saying, here we go. As Carson Miles has picked up foul number 1. 6:43 on the clock. Hunt will just try this once again. Lawrence is at the top. Now we'll give it off there to Bauer, excuse me. Bauer matched up by Whitler. Goes on the attack. Left side floater is going to be too high. And it's going to be brought down there by Carson Miles. Quickly all the way down is Yakley. Baseline left side, and a foul will stop game. And they're going to give this one off to Canton Hunt. Picks up foul number 2. We'll see Jackson Bigler check in for Hunt. 6:24 on the game clock here in this first quarter, or first half, I should say. Carson Miles will inbound it, looking. He'll just throw it up there, looking for Whitler. Falkenagen, though, is able to get it after it was deflected there by Bigler. Whitler will swing it over to Miles. Now to Yakley, drive in the baseline on the left side. Out to Whitler. Whitler driving, puts it off the left side. It's good. And it's going to be a whistle, and going to be a flop warning on the Panthers. That is a rarity you ever see in high school basketball. They're calling a flop on the Panthers. Not sure really who had the flop, or I guess the flop potential call. But either way, it's just a flop warning, so nothing to do with it. And they're going to give an offensive foul to the Panthers as Brock Bauer is shocked. They're going to say he used the arm there to create separation as Brock Bauer picks up foul number 2. He's picked up both in this second quarter. 6:05 to play. Colson will trigger it into Yakley. Chargers have outscored 5-3 here against the Panthers in the second. Colson, floater off the glass, a little too high. It's going to be rebounded there by Bigler. Bigler going to try to push the pace, going all the way left side. They're going to call a traveling call. Wow, another turnover. I'm not sure how that one, I'm going to be honest, that might be an understanding of where that traveling call came from. That is kind of really a rarity when they're on the drive. Colson loses it for a moment, picks it back up. Goes to the baseline, kicks it out to Whitler. Whitler on the drive, goes in the paint. It's going to be swatted down by Bigler. And it's going to be picked up there by Cruz Liskov. There's quickly on the other end. It's Lawrence, and that's going to be out of bounds, and that is going to be Sully Beats basketball. Quick 30. We'll take one as well. 5:22 left to go. Panthers 19, Chargers 16. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Inheritance, romance, and investment scams continue to plague South Dakotans with high dollar amount losses. They prey on vulnerable adults and swindle consumers out of their funds. Scammers befriend the victim, making it difficult for them to see the reality of what's happening. If you have a loved one susceptible to this type of scam, sit down and talk with them about these issues before it happens to them. If you or a loved one have been scammed in this manner, please reach out to the South Dakota Office of Attorney General's Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
5:22 left to go here in the second quarter. 19-16 Panthers lead. Chargers were down once before against Miller last week and was down for the majority of that game. And right now they haven't been able to change that lead since the start of the game at 3-2. Yakley swings it over to Colson. Now to Whitler. Now give inside to Moore, who goes baseline. Kick out way up top for Yakley. Three is up to tie it. It's good. 19 apiece with lead tie number 2 in this one. Tied at 19 apiece on your Ringneck Energy and Venture Communication scoreboard. Lawrence matched up by Moore. He'll pass it over there to Beers. Beers swing it up top to Bauer. Bauer matched up there by Whitler. Back now to Lawrence. Lawrence almost loses it for a moment. Picks it back up. Now he'll give it over there to Bauer. 5 on the shot clock. Bauer swats that swat away from Easton Moore. What a send-off that basketball was over from Easton Moore. Gavin Colson will check out. Brenton Barber checks in. 4:31 left to go. Shot clock at 2. Inbound. Bauer with 1. Got to put it up. The shot is up, and it's going to be all right because it hits the rim. And a fight for the basketball is going to be a foul. They're going to get Cooper Falkenhagen on the foul. That is first. Team's third. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. I have the Panthers with 4, though. The Bears will inbound it again. Stolen away there from Whitler. And they're going to get a foul. And I think now some of the players are showing their frustration with these foul calls. That's why I say I'm up here and not down there. And they're seeing something that clearly us fans and broadcasters do not see. Bretton Barber will check back out with Colson checking right back in. 4:23 to go in the second. Again, like I said, I'll never criticize the officials, but might have my head tilt a couple of times with some of these. Moore, kick out Yakley for the lead. High bounce. It's going to be rebounded by Falkenhagen. Tries to put it up. No good. Moore, second chance is no good either. Still looking at a couple of opportunities there, but no points to account for. This is quickly back to the Chargers after the block shot. Whitler is going to be credited for the foul, or for the block. Whitler on the drive, in the paint, left side, puts up the shot, and he doesn't get it to go. And Whitler wishes he's having that one back. As Whitler will, he would probably want the three-point play, but he'd be happy to just go and be able to earn these at the line. Foul going to go against Traden Beer, who picks up foul number 1 in the contest. So that is bonus from here on out as well, as Whitler will miss the first free throw. Chargers 3 of 5 from the line. And we'll get one more free throw. Free throw up. And no good. And it's going to be a rebound courtesy of Pete Maher, who Had a couple of fouls. And that'll sit out for just a moment as he'll swing it over to Beer. Left side drive. He'll float it up and in and out. Moore going to throw it off of Maher. Nice job there. He throws it off of Beers, excuse me. Recognizes that he's probably not going to be able to stay inbounds. And he's going to give the basketball back to his team for the Chargers. $19 apiece. Tied for a while now. Yakley. Moore thought about 3. Now goes the spin. Now he'll try to put up a shot. That one's deflected by Lawrence. And then the clock will stop with 3:12. Looks like it was a violation and a foul. Yakley to trigger it in. Will do so to Whitler. Gets the catch there. Pass to Yakley. Yakley out to Moore with 14 on the shot clock. Moore spin. Nice move. Puts it off the glass and in. Chargers have outscored the Panthers 10-3 in this second quarter. Pierce will hit off there to Bauer. Bauer now going to go on the drive. Floats it over Falkenhagen, and that's going to be another whistle. And Coach White has to take a seat, apparently. Cooper Falkenhagen picks up the foul. And if you want to know the foul count going into this one, we are at 21. Yeah, 21 fouls in the first half of basketball. First free throw from Bauer, no good. And we'll get one more. As Falkenhagen checks out with 2 fouls. Checking in is going to be Gavin Colson. As Coach White is saying not his fault there on that foul, as we'll get one more free throw from Bauer. That one's no good either. And Easton Moore is the one who's credited for the rebound, as the Chargers have the 2 rebound advantage in the rebounding category. Whitler on the attack goes into the paint. Nice move as he has that spin off the glass. Couldn't get it to go in. Moore gets the rebound. Yakley will skip pass over to Whitler's 3. Got it. Make it now 13-3 in the second quarter. And we'll get another whistle and another foul. With 2:15 to play. Easton Moore picks up foul number 1. And it's bonus from here on out for the final 2:15 for both teams. It will be Pete Maher who will go to the line and shoot 2. His first free throw is up, and it's going to be no good. Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be an example of driving sober. Shows you, your passengers, and others that you take responsibility for them and yourself. Arrive alive, don't drink and drive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Second free throw, no good. Whitler rebound. Had the 3 to extend that lead up to 5. Yakley over to Moore. Moore will try to go for another 3. That one going to be no good. And brought down by Lawrence. Lawrence trying to go all the way with it. He will get the whistle and another trip to the line for the Panthers. With 1:55 left to go. 24-19. James Miles will check in just a moment as Easton Moore picks up foul number 2. Free throw from Lawrence. It's no good. Panthers made their first free throw. They've gone 1 of 8 since. Final free throw as Miles checks back in. Second free throw. Got it to go in. 4-point lead. Yakley gonna race over from the far side, from the near side to the far side. As he's got it, he'll swing it over to Colson. Colson, that interesting first step as he has that shot deflected there by Maher. And on the other end, it's going to be a bucket from Brock Bauer. Chargers up by 2. Yakley going to try to respond with a shot, and Maher picks up another rebound after the missed 3. Panthers trying to push the pace. 80 seconds left to go. Take it away, and we're going to have a step out of bounds, and it's going to be a turnover for the Chargers. And Coach White is backing himself out. These officials have already given a flop warning. I mean, it was on the Panthers, but I say as soon as I say that, it's going to be a turnover by the Panthers. But they've already called a flop call. I mean, there's no reason why some more calls, if it kind of gets to that point, will start to come into effect. 2-point lead at 24-22. Yakley going to try to go all the way in. Awkward right shot will go good. Chargers back up by 4. Under a minute to play. We got 54 seconds. Eagle will get it up top down to Maher. Maher back inside for Mason. He'll get it up top now to Bauer. Bauer, drive, jump stop, kick out. Maher, 3 from the left corner, answers it. Maher cuts it to within 1. 29 seconds to go. Shot clock separated by a few ticks. Let's say 5/10 of a second. So Chargers can hold for the final shot. They have a 1-point lead at 26-25. Whitler has it. 2 Panthers right there. Somebody's going to be open. Whitler looks to give it off, loses it, and it's going to be Panther basketball with 5 seconds left to go. As Carson Miles will check in. Whitler was just trying to find somebody and just slips through his hands. So Beers will basically trigger it in. You got field dribbles. It's going to be Bauer over the midcourt stripe. 2 seconds, 1 second. Lawrence will fire it. And are they going to let this go to half? I think there's going to be a discussion. Both teams are going to go to the locker room, and they're just going to wipe off the violation or whatever was going to be the case. So they're going to just call it halftime, and we have an interesting one. 26-25. We'll step aside. In 2 minutes, we'll be back. We'll get you a halftime report, team numbers, and individual statistics next after this 2-minute timeout.
Barber Farm Service Incorporated and Barber Chemical wishes good luck to the Sully Buttes Chargers. Growers, call Ken or Jack for all of your planting and harvesting solutions at 258-2708. That's 258-2708. Barber Farm Services and Barber Chemical, located under the White Water Tower, 2 miles south of Oneida. They know that hard work does pay off. Go Sully Buttes Chargers! From all of us at Barber Farm Service and Barber Chemical. Venture Communications has deep roots in rural South Dakota. Venture now proudly provides fiber to the home with 100% of our customers, enabling them to enjoy super fast and reliable internet connections. We'd like the opportunity to keep you in touch with the people and resources that matter most. 100% fiber and 100% committed to rural South Dakota. Call Venture Communications today at 605-852-2224, 605-852-2224, or online at venturecom.net.
The Sully Buttes Chargers are on fire, and so is our grill. Before you head to the field or the court, stop by the corner. We're celebrating the Chargers. Come fill your tank, grab a drink, snack, and show your team spirit with us. It's where Charger Nation gets ready to go. For either home or away game, fill up your car and your stomach. Call ahead if you're running late at 605-258-2400. Order your pizza or burgers and have them waiting on you. The corner is located on Highway 83.
Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, they make banking easier with convenient mobile banking. Enjoy on-the-go, secure access to your account balances, recent account activity, and check images, as well as the ability to transfer funds and make mobile deposits. Visit mysunrisebank.com today or download the mobile banking app. Sunrise Bank Dakota is a proud sponsor of Sully Buttes athletics and activities and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Sunrise Bank Dakota in Oneida, member FDIC.
to Lincoln Down Construction halftime show. Also, your wide grade halftime show as well. Wyatt Barichko with you. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for keeping us here on the air. Halftime score, Chargers 26 and the Panthers 25 from Timberlake as the Chargers outscore the Panthers 15-9 in the second quarter to take that 1 point advantage. 2 lead changes and 2 ties have been accounted for in this contest. Chargers were outscored 16-11 in the first, and then they would be the ones that outscored the Panthers 15-9 in the second quarter. Panthers shot 20 shots from the field, converted on 9 of those. They were 4 of 7 from three-point land and 3 of 10 from the free throw line. For the Chargers, 5 of 15 from the field, 9 of 32 from, or not 5 of 15 from 3, 9 of 32 from the field, and 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. For the Chargers, they had 5 turnovers. Panthers had 7. And the Chargers have out-rebounded the Panthers by 1 and officially 16-15 in the contest so far. Take a look at foul. As I was going to mention the fouls, we have 23 fouls in the first half. It was 11 for the Chargers, 12 for the Panthers in that first half here in this one. We'll take another 2-minute timeout, get you some individual numbers next here on our halftime show, brought to you by Lincoln Down Construction and Hawaii Gray. We're back in 2 minutes for individual numbers next.
Yag Air Incorporated is your locally owned ag chemical and seed retailer. Yag Air Incorporated offers reliable ground and aerial application. For the latest seed and chemical pricing, contact Kyle at 605-280-8710 or Tony at 605-280-4771. Yag Air for all your ag chemical and seed needs. Kyle 605-280-8710 or Tony 605-280-4771. Before or after the game, get together with friends at the Blue Goose in Oneida. The Blue Goose has a relaxing atmosphere, and it's a great place to talk about the game. Not only that, but you can see info and pictures of past teams and players. It's history with the focus on the future. Be sure to kick back with friends and co-workers at the one spot that has it all. The Blue Goose in downtown Oneida. Proud to be a supporter of Sully Butte Sports.
At 83 Ag Sales, we specialize in precision planting to help you create a growing environment that will maximize your efficiency and crop yields. We're committed to helping you improve your planting and production with the best technology available. Located in Oneida, 83 Ag Sales, here to make the most of your growing season. Call us at 605-222-5385. We can help you choose the right components for your equipment and your operation.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
26-25 your scores. The Chargers lead on your Lincoln Down Construction Hawaii Grade halftime show. Individual numbers will look like this. We'll start with the Panthers. They're led by Canton Hunt, who has 12 points in the ball game, has a rebound to account for. Drayden Beer, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Brock Bauer, 3 and 3. Braden Lawrence, 4 and 2. And Pete Maher with 4 and 3 in the contest. Jackson Bigler has 3 rebounds in the contest as well. For the Chargers, they're led by Wesley Whitler, who has 9 points in the contest. Easton Moore with 4. Jet Yakley with 5. You have Gavin Colson with 6 with 2 threes in the first. And Cooper Falkenhagen has a rebound put back in the first quarter as well. So that's where your scoring is at here in the first half. Foul trouble lies. James Miles, Cooper Falkenhagen, Gavin Colson, and Easton Moore, each with 2 apiece. For the Panthers, it's Jackson Bigler, Pete Maher, Brock Bauer, and Canton Hunt, who also have 2 fouls as well in this one. So those are your numbers. We'll take one more 2-minute timeout, get you ready for the second half. That's next here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
At AgTegra, we're leveraging the power of the cooperative to benefit our farmers and ranchers, their families, and local communities. We're creating jobs for your neighbors and putting money back into our communities. We're lending a hand in our rural fire departments, food banks, and 4-H and FFA programs. That's what local is all about. When you do business at AgTegra, you help us make a difference in your community. AgTegra, strong, stable, dependable, and local.
Teamwork is important to Barber Chemical in Oneida. With a full-time agronomist, sprayers, and licensed applicators, they have the team to get the job done. Their fully stocked warehouse will always have the latest products and technology available. Service, quality, and efficiency. That's the game plan at Barber Chemical. See Barber Chemical for your soil and tissue sampling needs. Good luck, Chargers, from your teammates at Barber Chemical in Oneida.
As community bankers, Bank West employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose Bank West. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
At Ringneck Energy, our mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of our investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Ringneck Energy, located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida. Call 605-945-6900 and check out our website, www.ringneckenergy.com. Ringneck Energy in Oneida, creating economic opportunities in our community.
Low scoring first half is we're getting you set for the second half of action. Both teams 7 wins on the season. It's the Chargers playing their 9th game of the year. The Panthers playing just their 10th. Panthers 7-2, Chargers 7-1. Sully Buttes basketball returns to action on Thursday. Sully Buttes girls taking on the Stanley County girls. Action coverage on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports. That game is at Sully Buttes. Boys Sully Buttes game against Stanley County is next Tuesday, and that will be at the Stanley County High School. But before that, Charger boys will be on the road to Coleman-Egan for a game against a out-of-state team on Saturday. We'll have that game for you here as Hunt has the basketball for the Panthers to start the second half, and starts with a bucket. Lead change number 3. As again, Chargers and Panthers flipping sides. Chargers going from right to left as Yakley has it on the left wing. He'll swing it up top down to Whitler. Whitler drive, fire, too high off the iron, and brought down by Pete Maher. Maher going to be the one who enters this game as the first sub that was off the bench, and Yakley is going to be fouled after the three-point attempt it's Colson who gets the rebound. With 7:19 left to go, and we'll get a foul on Rance Gross. Or no, excuse me, they're going to give it off there to Jackson Bigler. The official had it at number 5. I wasn't sure what was going on there, but either way, they have fixed it, and we resume action. Yakley, Whitler, Moore, Miles, and Colson, the starting 5 for this one. For the Panthers, it is going to be Brandon Lawrence, Pete Maher, Brock Bauer. You got Rance Martin and Kenton Hunt as the Chargers go back-to-back misses. Hunt has the rebound, trying to go coast-to-coast with it. Couldn't get that one to go, and Easton Moore picks up the rebound. Moore to Yakley. Yakley floater. That one too high as it bounces right back to Beer. Panther basketball. Moore almost got the steal. Hunt almost lost it. He's able to corral it back. There's a three from Maher. That one no good either. It's going to be Easton Moore once again with back-to-back rebounds. Chargers still looking for their first bucket here in the second half. Colson going to try to answer that with an interesting left-handed switch of the hand to the right side. Shots. As he will switch from left hand to right hand, and it's now back to the Chargers. We'll see that lead change go up quite a bit if it stays this way. Maher has that rejected there by Miles. Nice defensive effort there by Miles. And that will stay with the Panthers. Nice defensive effort there by James Miles. Want to trigger it in. Baseline far side. Inbound will go to Bowers. We'll have a substitution here in just a moment from Sully Buttes. Bauer, left side, layup that rolls in. It is going to be 29-28. Colson to Whitler. Whitler on the Euro step. That was called a travel a while ago. It wasn't on Whitler, but as I'm saying, the consistency is Brock Bauer will put it in for two. Back to a three-point lead. Biggest lead has been 8 for the Panthers. It has been 5 for the Chargers. Moore. Drive, spin in the paint, picks up his dribble, looks to kick it out to Colson. He'll fire three from the top. He got it. Colson has got both buckets here in this one as Colson has tied it up at 31 apiece. Bauer has that. Taken away there by Whitler. Is Whitler going to go all the way with it? Couldn't get the shot to go. And Whitler is disappointed about that shot as he could have had an easy bucket there, and clock will stop with 5:04 left to go. James Miles will check out. Cooper Falkenhagen will check in with 5:04 left to go. Far side inbound. Colson will inbound it to Yakley. Yakley will float it up off the glass. It's going to be an offensive foul. Coach White asking for the flop. Yakley picks up foul number 2. With 5:01 left to play, it will be Panther basketball. Full court press here shown by the Chargers. Under 5 to play, so we're tied at 31 apiece. Tie number 3 in this game. Panthers have it. Bauer going to try to take the lead here with a 3. It misses everything. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Maher after this 3. Drive, whistle, and a trip to the line as Beers will go to the foul strike to shoot 2. With 4:44 left to go. 2 free throws coming up as Cooper Falkenhagen picks up foul number 3. With 4:43 left to go here in quarter number 3. First free throw, no good from Traden Beers. Sully County Sheriff's Office wants to remind you to be a good citizen. Help out your community, your friends, and neighbors. We can all make our town great. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. This free throw for the lead. Right in front of that student section. It's going to be no good. It's Carson Miles who comes up with the rebound. And quickly on the other end, it's going to be Gavin Colson, whose shot doesn't go in. And it's going to be picked up there by Jackson Bigler, who's back in. Bigler's layup, no good. Will be brought down by Colson. Colson quickly on the other end. He'll go to the right side, get it up top now to Yakley. Yakley steps it in there to Easton Moore for 2. It doesn't go in. Moore gets the rebound. He'll get it out to Carson Miles. Up top to Yakley now. Moore over to Colson. 3. In and out as well. Wow, if you have told me there's been a bigger difference with the hometown buckets, this will be the first time I've ever said that, as a 3 is up. That one no good. Maher rebound. Back to Bauer on the baseline. Puts up the shot, and he's going to be fouled. Now we're going to go line and shoot a pair at the charity stripe. Yeah, as good of shots as you can ask for. And it's going to be empty for the Chargers. 2 really good-looking shots and just couldn't get them to go in. First free throw from Bauer, no good. Bauer has 4 of the 6 points here in this third quarter. Easton Moore going to check out. Easton Moore will pick up foul number 3 with 3:51 left to go here. As Coach Moore being very expressive to Easton Moore. Second free throw, no good. Whitler rebound on the other end. Colson will be fouled. And Colson will go to the line now, as now it's at 3:46 left to go. We get another foul here as I'm trying to just catch up with everything going on here. Whitler picks up that rebound, and then it's Colson who gets the foul call. As the foul going to go against Bigler. He just picked up foul number 4. So Bigler's going to have to check out, and you're seeing the player frustration in this game because they're just trying to figure out what they have to do to just get another extra moment in this game, and then I have to check out when they normally don't expect it. As Colson did miss the first, we'll have one more free throw. That one's going to be no good either, and Maher comes down with the rebound. He's got 7 rebounds in this contest. Quickly, it's Lawrence. He'll kick it out to Maher. 3 at the top for the lead. That one going to be no good. Whitler quickly runs and gets it, and it's going to be an offensive foul on the Chargers. Whitler just going to let that go by, and his team saying it's all good, and they're going to give the offensive foul to Wesley Whitler. And the entire Sully Buttes bench, and really the fans in the stands, are in disbelief with that call. Coach White asking for an explanation on that one. Whitler had a wide open lane if he was able to take it. So Panthers are going to get back courtesy of the foul from Whitler. And next possession for the Panthers with under 3:30 to play. Maher has it on the left corner. Colson matches up with him defensively. Now it's a drive by Bowers. Kick over, swinging to Beers. Beers backs his way in. Now giving off there to Lawrence. Lawrence on the drive, goes from right to left. Bounce passes off to Maher. Fakes a one-way, puts it up for 2 and gets it to go. Pete Maher has got a good game going here. He's probably the only one who hasn't been affected by the foul game. As Yakley will go empty on their first missed 3 of the quarter. Back on the other end. Beers 3, got it to go. 36-31 as Beers gets his first 3 of the ball game. And now the Chargers once again face a 5-point deficit. Miles has it. Out the top now, give it off to Whitler. Whitler getting the screen. He's going to be matched up by Bauer. Up top, Yakley. Yakley drive in the paint, puts up the shot off the glass. Couldn't get that one to go. And it's going to be another rebound by Pete Maher. Maher with 8 rebounds in this one. Drive, Bauer has that swat away there by Whitler. That'll be turnover number 9 as Whitler loses it. Panthers come up with it, and it's going to be a 2-on-2 for a moment. Falkenhagen will get the foul. Shot is put up there, and that is going to send to the line Brock Bauer. Coach is going to bring Carson Miles. Cooper Falkenhagen now, he is in foul trouble. He's got 4. With 2:07, there's still 10 minutes of game time left in this one. As Brett and Barber going to get set to check in here, so most likely we won't see Falkenhagen for the rest of this quarter. As Brett and Barber will check in for Falkenhagen. That's not what you can do there for Falkenhagen. He's got 4 fouls. You want to preserve him for as long as you can if you're Coach White. As first free throw there from Trayton Beer is no good. Chargers have put the bonus on the Panthers. Final free throw. That one's up. That one's going to be no good either. Brought down by Gavin Colson. The clock is under 2 minutes to play. Whitler. Hand off to Yakley. Yakley will give it back to Colson. Has that interesting first step he takes to give it off to Whitler. Skip pass all the way over to Yakley. Yakley deep 3. That one's short. Colson's the one who will come up with the basketball. And he'll give it back to Whitler. Whitler loses it. Picks it back up. He'll dribble with it. Going all the way. He puts up the shot. Count the buckets And free throws coming up. Let's say one free throw, so they are going to count the bucket. So I just wanted to confirm they did. Whitler's going to be the one who gets the bucket to go in. Brock Bauer's the one who comes up with the foul, and Whitler now to cut it to within within 3. And it won't be the case. Bauer has it matched up there. Pete Maher was the one who came down. Pete Maher can be on pace for a double-double tonight. Give inside to Lawrence. Lawrence in the paint, goes from left to right, puts up the shot, won't go in. And Whitler picks up rebound number 5. Whitler, deep 3, cut it within 1. That's no good. It's going to be Hunt once again with the board. Chargers just 6 of 19 from three-point land. And we'll get another whistle and a bucket that's going to go in as Brock Bauer, who got the call last time, is going to go to the line and shoot a pair as Jet Yakley picks up foul number 3. So that will put, either way, it was going to be 2 free throws regardless what happened there, but we'll get a free throw opportunity from Brock Bauer. He's going to have the bucket to go in. He won't get the free throw to go. As the Chargers come up with it, Bretton Barber did a good job hustling down there. On the other end, that layup no good. It's going to be another fight for the basketball. And we're going to have a jump ball. Arrow will favor the Chargers. Easton Moore will check back in with 49 seconds left to go. Carson Miles will check out. Chargers will have it. Colson will trigger it in on a 39-33 lead. Colson, give it to Barber. Swing it up top to Whitler with 46 seconds. Whitler slips to the floor, spins in the paint, wide open. Nice move for the left-hand layup is Wesley Whitler. He's got 4 in the quarter. Shot clock separated by 6. 32 seconds left to go. Open underneath is Pete Maher. 41-35. Chargers can hold on for the final shots. Whitler walks it over the midcourt stripe. Checks over by Coach White. See if there's going to be a call. And that's now given to Yakley. Yakley will hold on to it. Now we'll start dribbling with it. Yakley gets the screen from Colson. Yakley will give it off to Colson on the pick and roll. 3, no good. And it's going to be rebounded by Beers all the way on the other end with 2 seconds. Shot clock, or game clock is off. And the 3 there by Lawrence is no good. We head to the final quarter. It will be an interesting final 8 minutes. 41-35, 6-point lead for the Panthers going into the fourth quarter. We'll step aside. We're back in 60 seconds here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3 Sports.
Koenig of Oneida, Pierre, and Winter has provided our services to growers of South Dakota for over 50 years. We focus on providing our customers with the products, services, and attention to detail that each farmer needs to succeed. For your individual needs of custom spraying, liquid or dry fertilizer, chemical, soil sampling, seed sales, and treating, stop in and see us at Koenig with offices located in Oneida, Pierre, and Winter.
Hometown shopping at its best. Don's Food Center has what you want and where you need it most, right in Oneida. Enjoy a great selection of groceries, fresh meat and produce, friendly service, and more. Get all your snacks for the big game at Don's Food Center. Don's Food Center is a proud supporter of Sully Buttes Athletics and wish the Chargers good luck in today's game. Don's Food Center, where parking is convenient, shopping is easy, and your time is priority.
Six-point difference between the Chargers and the Panthers as they have a 41-35 lead. Does Timberlake. Whitebridge with you. Eliza back in the studio keeping us on the air as we have started the fourth quarter. And it's the Panthers up 41-35. And that one's going to be a traveling call on the Panthers as Coach Brock Bauer asking for some just clarification as the turnovers have been limited in this game. Just 16 total. Chargers with 6. The Panthers just got number 10. Colson, give it set. Wide open is more underneath the 2. 41-37. with under 8 minutes to play. Final 8 minutes here. We've been in it for a good one. And Sully Buttes looking to go to win number 8 on the season. So is Timberlake. Give inside there. Hunt on the throw up. That was a good oop play there if you really want to count it that way. It's back up and a 3 on the other end for Gavin Colson. And timeout is taken with 7:04 left to go. For Sully Buttes, it's a quick 30 as we're trying to regain everything over here. That was a really good lob pass from Mason to Hunt for 2. It's 43-40. If we can catch up on our scoreboard here, that's how quickly this game has gone. Be a good sport, whether you're on the at the field or in the gym. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility, whether you're at home or on the road. Show your respect to the players, the fans, and the road or in the facility. Arrive alive. This message from the Sully County Sheriff's Office. Chargers down by 3. We have seen this before. I am missing a point somewhere for somebody. And apparently forgot to give a bucket to or point to somebody in this game. I'm trying to figure out who I am missing a score from. I'll catch up with that in just a moment. Looks like I found my mistake. There we go. 7:03 to play. Panther basketball through 3 from Gavin Colson. 6:55 to play. Chargers looking for a play there. We're going to get the turnover courtesy of a missed pass spot. Hunt was trying to go behind the back there and trying to make a flashy play. Yakley now will bring it up. Goes over that two-tone logo. And we'll swing it over to Colson. Far side, outside. Up top now to Whitler. Whitler going to have a lane on the left side. He's going to go all the way with it. Leaves the shot short. Here's going to pick up the rebound. On the other end. Bauer, drive in, get it off to Maher. Maher goes baseline. Little skip pass out to Hunt. Hunt will fire 3. That one no good. Whitler will come down with the rebound. Whitler not scoring the points tonight, but he's sure making his impact on the rebounding side as Whitler will travel with it. And if you're watching the video, you're seeing Coach White's reaction. He's not the only one who's reacted this way tonight. It's been both coaches. Cody Lawrence also having some moments as well where not happy with some of the calls, but again, that's why we are in the stands and broadcasting. Us fans here we just enjoyed a really what's been a really good high school basketball game here on a Tuesday night. Hunt fires a triple. That one going to be left short. Maher rebound, put it back up and in. Pete Maher with 10 and 10 tonight. 45-40. Whitler 3. Leaves that short. Pete Maher rebound number 11. Quickly on the other end. It's going to be put up there by Trey Beard, and he's got 2. 47-40. With 5:23 left to go. Barber to Moore. Swing it over to Yakley. Yakley now will hand it off to Colson. Colson has that shot blocked. It's Lawrence rebound. Lawrence going to try to give it off to Hunt for 2. Luke misses that shot. And it's Whitler with the rebound. Whitler's got 3 there. Whitler going all the way. He puts up the shot. That's no good. That one going to also be picked up there by Lawrence. Lawrence all the way looks to give it off there to Hunt, and it's going to be a whistle and a foul. Pace of the game maybe going a little too fast here for anyone's liking as Yakley has just now picked up foul number 4. I'm going to say that's on the shot. I thought that was on the floor, but the officials' sign from far was hard to tell. So it's Lawrence at the line, who's got 4 on the night. And he'll have to wait to get point number 5. Carson Miles will check out for Wesley Whitler. And Coach White is going to want to keep Yakley in for as long as he can. One more foul for Yakley, and he's going to be out. 4:54 with one more free throw. In a quiet gym That one's good. 48-40. Yakley makes his way to the far side, and you'll get another whistle as, once again, the flow of the game kind of going back and forth. As Brock Bauer picks up foul number 4. They say inbound is going to go, they're going to put that on the baseline. Colson triggering it in. Inbound will go to Yakley. Yakley, catch and shoot 3. It will miss everything. And a timeout. Really good basketball game shaping up with 4:42 left to play. The Chargers going to need some points. Full timeout. We'll take 30. Panthers 48, Chargers 40. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station.
AGE Corporation's contractors and crane service are proud supporters of Sully Butte Sports. For almost 60 years, AGE has been building South Dakota. For all your site work, construction, and crane work needs this season, AGE is here to help. Give them a call. AGE Corporation and Crane Service, 223-2732. That number again, 223-2732. AGE, proud to support local sports.
Still got 4:42 left to play here. Chargers down by 8. That timeout was taken by Sully Buttes. Back where things were on Thursday, Chargers were trailing for most of the game and are going to need another good fourth quarter once again to steal one from Timberlake. Wyatt Bridgeko with you. Liza back in the studio. You set for the final 4:42. Panther basketball after the timeout. Lawrence who gets it. Now he'll give it off there to Bauer. Bauer going to go behind the back over that midcourt stripe. Bauer on the drive. Kick out there for Beers. 3 good. Beer with another 3. He's got 11. Quickly on the other end. Whitler swings it to Yakley. Now to Barber. Barber up top to Moore. Moore will swing it over to Whitler. Whitler got a man to jump. He'll fire way high off the glass. Whitler rips it away for 2 and puts it up and in. Whitler with 3 rebounds in the quarter. He's got 15 as Easton Moore will take it away. Chargers pace. This is where it'll favor them as they won't waste a lot of clock. Whitler 3. Can he get a back-to-back bucket? He can't. As Bauer will once again come down with the rebound and another whistle. Charger foul on Bretton Barber. We'll see Jackson Bigler check in. Also Carson Miles will check in for Bretton Barber. Chargers are putting 3 in the backcourt. Full court pressure coming up. Inbound. We'll go to Bigler. Give it back to Bauer. Bauer trying to get Miles to just get a little bit of distance from him, but couldn't find anything. Hunts in the paint, fires a 2, leaves that short. Maher rebound. Yeah, that'll be last deflected there by the Chargers. With 3:30 left to play. Inbound now from Beer. We'll get it in there to Bauer. Bauer, drive, gives it off to Hunt, wide open underneath. Hunt with his second bucket, 3rd one of the half. It's now a 53-42 game. Whitler from 3, right wing, no good. And so we'll miss everything and out of bounds with 3:11 to go. And timeout this time taken by Timberlake. Full timeout. With 3:11 left to go, it's 53-42. We'll take another 30. With 3:11 left to go, Timberlake 53, Sully Buttes 42. We're back in 30 seconds on Country 95.3.
Terry and Peggy Barber and family with Red Spray Service in Pierre, Oneida would like to wish the Sully Buttes Chargers good luck with tonight's game and all season long. Call Breath Spray Service today at 258-2743 for all your aerial application and retail chemical sales needs. The Barbers would like to remind you what Henry Ford once said, that when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
(53-42) with 3:11 left to play. Chargers down by 11. Biggest lead in this game has been 11. That's what you see right now. Wyatt Baruchka with you. Eliza back in the studio, keeping us live on the air on Country 95.3 KLXS Pier, a Riverfront broadcasting station. And Sully Buttes have some work to do. It's not getting shots to go. They're shooting 29% from the field. I have Timberlake at 48 at 21 of 44. Sully Buttes 16 of 55. Clock starts as quickly over the midcourt stripe. It's going to be Bigler. Bigler will give it off to Hunt at the logo. Back to Bigler. He's got Miles, Colson, Moore, Whitler, and Yakley in the game. Yakley's playing with 4 fouls. There's a give to Hunt. Hunt floater off the iron. It's picked up there by Bauer. Bauer will just run it out and resets. Back to Bauer. Bauer's got a lane. He's going to dish it off to Maher. Knew what he had an opportunity and missed it. And the Panthers will turn it over. 2:40 to play. Yakley's going to bring it up for the Chargers. Right side outside, or left side outside, as now they'll get it to the right side. Yakley will float it from 15 got to go. Need a bucket there from the Chargers. They have been scoreless for some time now. They've been outscored 12-9 in the fourth quarter. You say that they need to score. They haven't scored in minutes, it feels like. Maher will give it off there, and you'll get a whistle and a timeout. Quick 30 will keep it here. 9-point lead is the difference with 2:07 left to play. As the Chargers now down 53-44. Still plenty of time to get back into the tie. Well, you're gonna have to have some shots go your way, but and the way this game has gone, some of those shots that you think are just gimmies for the Chargers have definitely not been in their favor. Yes, that was the first buzzer. Yeah, we'll have a few more moments here. It should be Panther basketball. Panthers basketball coming out of the timeout. Both teams with 2 timeouts. Chargers with 2 fouls to give. Timberlake with 3. Are going to trigger it in. Inbound. Okay, Maher is going to have the 5-second call. It's going to be a turnover. Nice defensive stop there from Sully Buttes. It's a good turnover there from Sully Buttes. As Cooper Falkenhagen now going to check in. He's playing 4, so 2 Chargers are out there. They are going to play with 4 fouls. Whitler triggers it in. Yakley over the midcourt logo. He'll give it off there to Colson. Colson has that almost taken away as Moore has that given off there to Colson. It was deflected, so that's why the backcourt violation wasn't called. Colson just throws up a shot. See if he can get something there. It's no good. Chargers have been out-rebounded 35-32 in this one. Whitler trying to poke it away. He tries to slide to the 4. It's picked up there by Bauer. And it will stay Panther basketball. Nice job there, but 15 on the shot clock. Lawrence will bring it up. Whitler slow to get up, but he is running halfway down. He's holding his hip, it looks like. Colson will get the rebound after the missed shots. Colson all the way left side as the clock will stop with 1:18 left to go. And it's going to be a foul, and they're going to say that he's on the shot. And now it's going to be Hunt who is slow to go to the bench. So Carson Miles and Brenton Barber will check in. Officials are just double checking, making sure everybody is all right. So foul is going to be on Pete Maher, who picks up foul number 3. As the free throw is up for Colson and good. You know, Colson really has those quiet games, but this might be the most impactful quiet game so far as he's keeping them within it. Lead is at 8. Colson will have one more free throw. Whitler did check out. Colson for one more. He got it. 46-53. Colson with 16 points on the day. High up in the air. Falling to the ground. That's going to be a traveling call. And the benefit of that is no time went off the clock. 78 seconds left to go. So now the Chargers going to have their score. They have the starters minus James Miles out there. As the inbound goes to Whitler. Whitler going to make his way quickly to the left side. Swing it up top, Yakley. This to cut it within 5. He does! Jay Yakley cuts it within 5, courtesy of a triple from the top. As Yakley has got 10 in the contest, and he has cut the lead down from 53 now to 53 to 49 with 1:09 left to play. It'll be a 30-second timeout as James Miles is telling them to get up here. It's a full time, or a 60-second. Yeah, I was just saying, you can't sit down on the 30-second. But what do? You got Chargers, you're going to have to at least force Timberlake to take a terrible shot if they do hold on to it, because the clock is on their side. But the Chargers in this quarter alone have shot 57% from the field. Or I should say they've shot, they have shot 50% from the field. They have 1 of 3 from three-point land, 4 of 7 from inside the arc. I should say 3 of 6 from the inside the arc, 2 of 4 from three-point land. I said those stats before for Timberlake. Full court pressure coming with 1:09 to play. Inbound goes to Lawrence. The clock will stop with a foul. Volkenhagen. Looks like Yakley and Volkenhagen are about to check in. They have Barber and Miles out there for the defensive, most likely change there. Brenton Barber picks up foul number 3. Inbound and another foul to give, and I think Coach White, that's not what he was hoping for, because that was the last foul to give. So make that foul number 4. That was not, I think, what Sully Mutants were looking for. Is now they don't have a foul to give, and so it will be bonus from here on out. Hunt, who was walking off awkwardly, is back into the game, so that's good news. Almost what a save there from Lawrence. And they're going to try to beat that clock, and they don't. And the underneath is battle for 2. Got to go. 55-49, the lead's at 6. Whitler is going to get fouled. So it's still a foul to give for the Panthers after this one. So now I'm going to go against Bauer, who picks up foul number 4. Jay Yakley going to check in for Barber. Again, Yakley's played with 4 fouls here, so something to watch out for in these final moments. Colson will trigger it in. 46 seconds left to go. Colson swinging to Whitler. Whitler fires a 3. That one's going to be no good. Rebounded there by Larson Miles, and he falls to the floor. It's a traveling call. It's the right call. He went to the floor with it. Well, that is a tough, that's a break that you wish the Chargers didn't have go their way instead. And then you're going to get a foul, and it's free throw game for the final 34.9. Easton Moore picks up foul number 4. And now you're hoping that Bauer will, if you're Sully Mutants, will miss these 2, because it's still a 6-point game. Bauer, though, on the day has made 1 free throw. First free throw, no good. We'll have him one of 6. 1 of 7. That one was just 1 of 8. Timberlake is 5 of 21 from the line. Clock starts. Whitler trying to push the pace. Has that off his foot. Falls to the floor. No traveling call has been called. Bauer picks it up after the turnover. Bauer underneath. Couldn't get the layup to go. It's picked up by Maher, and now back out to Bauer. Now it's Maher back to Beard. Beer with 14 seconds. Chargers have to just rip it away. They're not even trying here as yet. Miles shaves it. Still on the floor and timeout taken with 8.4 left to go. So this is going to be a crucial inbound play defensively for the Chargers. Is basketball was about going a million miles an hour. If it gets inbounded for Timberlake, if they are able to get it in, that will pretty much seal the deal. As the Chargers trying to avoid their second loss of the season. It'll be 8.7 left to go. Full timeout, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken. So that's why the Chargers are sitting. Timberlake is standing up here. But Coach White is emphasizing defensively what they got to do here. So Sully Buttes did not elect to do the foul game. That couldn't put Timberlake back at the line. So they're really going to try to bank on getting a steal here. That is what, I mean, obviously you want the steal, but if you're not going to go for the foul, that is, you really only have one best case scenario. Timeout closes in with 4 seconds. 8.4. Timberlake going to set up their inbound play. Chargers defensively, they're not going to foul. They have to get a steal. If it goes inbound to Timberlake, they'll pretty much do it. 8.4, Hunt to trigger it in. And you're going to get a foul. A foul on the Chargers. Carson Miles will get called for the foul. So that makes this just that much more difficult with 8.4. I mean, anything is possible, but Timberlake might just put the cherry on top of this game. I might have just done it. Ray Lawrence makes the first. A 7-point game. Second free throw is no good. Whitler going to quickly push the pace, give it off to Yakley. Fire a deep, quick three. That one's no good. And that's going to do it as Colson will put it up for 2. And I'll do it. Chargers fall to 7-2 on the season with a date on Saturday in Coleman Egan. Final on this one, Sully Buttes fall 56-49. We'll take 2 minutes and wrap this game up. As the Chargers once again 56-51, I should say. We'll step aside, 2-minute timeout, get you your post-game show on Country 95.3, KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting Station. We're back in 2 minutes.
Blazing fast speeds for affordable internet services. Streaming has never been so easy as it is with these super fast speeds. Don't want to leave the house to mail in that pesky bill? That's okay. Venture Communications allows you to pay your bill online or with an e-bill mobile app. They have local support to help with all of your needs. Contact Venture Communications at 605-852-2224 or visit our website at venturecom.net. Building new, remodeling a little or a lot, or replacing the old with the new, Oliver Construction in Oneida is reliable, honest, and affordable in helping you make your house the home you've always dreamed of. Large or small, inside or out, give Oliver Construction a call at 295-2289 for all of your home construction and remodeling needs. Oliver Construction, 295-2289.
Score big on your next vehicle purchase with Lamb Motor Company in Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre. Check out their large selection of new and pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs at any one of their locations, or go online to lambmotor.com. That's LAMBMOTOR.com. Or give them a call today at 800-952-2222. Lamb Motor Company of Oneida and Gettysburg, Lamb Chevrolet and Implement in Oneida, and Lamb Auto Sales in Pierre.
Whitner Seed Farm, already known for high-quality certified seed wheat, and now they're your Beck Hybrids dealer. Jesse and Sherry Whitner and family are proud supporters of students and athletes of Sully Buttes and wish them all the best this season. Whitner Seed Farm is the industry leader in variety, selection, seed Eric's Custom Repair supports Sully Butte Sports and its athletes. Eric's Custom Repair is your trusted mechanic located in Agar. Stop into the gas and convenience store to fuel up and fill up too. Eric's Custom Repair, located on Highway 83 in Agar. Call today to schedule an appointment. 605-258-2137. That's 605-258-2137 for Eric's Custom Repair of Agar. Go get 'em, Chargers.
Final on this one, Chargers fall 56-51 as the Chargers now drop their second game of the season. They're 1-2 in their last, well, I should say 2-2 in their last 4 games, as they did defeat Ipswich and Miller last week. They fell to Sioux Valley in their second loss in their last 4 games, but this drops them to 7-2 on the season. A rough shooting night at 32%, 19 of 59 with the Chargers, but quarter by quarter, 16-11. Timberlake after 1, 15-9 after 2 with Sully Buttes, which made it 26-25. Sully Buttes would be outscored 16-9 in the third quarter at 41-35. And in the fourth quarter, it was Sully Buttes 16, Timberlake 15, but that lead was just too much for the Chargers to overcome in the fourth quarter. 5 lead changes, 4 ties occurred in the ball game with a total of 23 turnovers, 15 for Timberlake and 8 for Sully Buttes. They took care of the basketball in this one. Chargers were out rebounded 35-34 in the ball game, and a total of 40 fouls were called in this one alone. So if you count the 2 games, I believe 40. So if you do 40 in this one, and doing the broadcast math out loud here, so 40 in this one, and take a look at the girls' game if I'm going to get their stats real quick. And we had a total of 79 fouls were called in this game. 79 fouls in the doubleheader tonight here from Timberlake. Shooting wise, I had for Timberlake 22 of 47 from the field at 47%, 6 of 16 from the 3-point arc at 38%, and 6 of 23 from the line at 26%. Chargers would go 19 of 59 from the field at 32%, 8 of 24 from 3-point land, 5 of 11 from the charity stripe this evening. You think about those 6 free throws. If they could make 6 more, they win this ball game. The perfect free throw night would help the Chargers take one. But, I mean, you got to take care of the basketball. Coach White did emphasize that. There was moments that some of those shots, too, they were good-looking shots. They just, hometown basket favoring the Panthers. I've never seen a hometown bucket favor that well. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with the baskets. I'm just saying, you get those few home bound shots to go in, but definitely been a favorable night for the Panthers as well. We're just going to keep things going here as we are going to have to get on the road. It's going to be a long road trip back for many folks here that are supporting the Chargers and myself, so we are going to wrap things up here on one go. Take a look at individual numbers. We'll do the boys only here for the Sully Buttes boys, as the Chargers were led by your player of the game, brought to you by Yakley Ranches. It was courtesy of Gavin Colson, who would have 18 points and 5 rebounds in the contest. Wesley Whitler in his return, 15 points and 8 rebounds. I thought Easton Moore, your unsung hero of the game, 6 points and 11 rebounds in the contest. Yakley would finish with 10 and 3 in the ball game as well. So that is your scoring. Cooper Falkenay will get a bucket in the contest as well. So that is your scoring here. Again, your Yakley Ranches, Gavin Colson, and your unsung hero going to Easton Moore here on this Friday or Tuesday night. What's coming up next? Well, it's a standalone game for the girls on Thursday. They'll be hosting Stanley County. As I'm trying to get you that game time right now, if I can pull up real quick here for this one. That game is going to start. It's going to be in Oneida. That is going to be a 7:45 start on Thursday. We'll have that covered for you right here on Country 95.3, online at Country 95.3. Sports boys will be in action in Coleman Egan on Saturday. They'll be taking on a team from Minnesota in that classic going on in Coleman Egan. So that will do it for us. Stay tuned for the recap online at kccrradio.com. You can get your local news, local sports, and all the updates possible. You can catch live stream games on kccrradio.com. You can watch back here on Country 95.3 Sports and listen to the games on radio on Country 95.3. Big thanks to Eliza back in the studio for keeping this game live on the air for us. I know we had some technical difficulties throughout the broadcast. We appreciate your patience throughout the evening as well. For the entire team at Riverfront Broadcasting, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Sully Butte Chargers basketball. Country 95.3 online at purecountry.com, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. It is nearing 9 o'clock. KLXS Pier, a Riverfront Broadcasting station. If you're traveling home, travel safe. Have a great evening. God bless